Hey guys, AJ here, back with another live for you. Guys, it's one of my favorite times of the year. It's springtime. It's one of the best times of the year. Soon it'll be summer. It's great, guys. I'm telling you, I could deal with this weather all year long. It's great stuff. But alas, where I live, there's 4 seasons, and I hate 2 of them. No, well, I just hate winter a lot. So, guys, yeah, today we're gonna do a live. We're gonna talk about Jim Roush. That's his name. And this knucklehead didn't quite make it onto the actual show, but dude, he is gold. He is gold, man. He, but guys, just watch out because he would just slay at the swingers club. If you haven't watched his whole interrogation, guys, I don't know if we'll get through the whole thing today because we're gonna look at the phone call too. But man, he is a barrel of laughs, you guys. What a knucklehead, man! Man, oh man, oh man. So yeah, so guys, Josh is in the house, Janet's in the house. What's going on, you guys? Good to see you. Be sharp. Nice to see you. And it's funny that I look in the comments and Josh, you know, he's a regular. He's one of my first subs, and I think that people are surprised at how into TCAP that some of us are, right? Because Josh is like I am. We were watching this live, so we've been like in the TCAP kind of world for the last, was almost 20 years. So there's things that you find out and updates on these guys that you see, and I think a lot of people they're kind of overwhelmed at like, or they're shocked at the amount of like TCAPness that some of us have been into. So, guys, let me just do one thing because I'm gonna go off real fast because someone that I know pissed me off the other day. Okay. Let me see here. Let me just share my screen. Let me see here. Yeah, Josh, there's a few. If you look on some of the live streams, you know what I mean. Let me just share my screen, and I'll drop the link in a little bit, guys. But I just got to say something really fast because, guys, I talk about female predators a lot, and that's because there needs to be awareness about what's going on. Okay. Yes, the majority of victims are female, but the thing is, there's no. B Sharp says that his wife banned him from repeating TCAP quotes. Oh man, John, how are you, man? But yeah, I talk about female predators a lot, and that's because yes, the majority of victims are female, but the male ones don't get any justice at all. In my opinion, the lack of awareness and the lack of the amount that people care about male victims is it's a crime. And it just drives me crazy. There's people that I know. There's a guy that I know. He's a sergeant in the local police, and he was like, "Oh, well, I think that if I was a 13-year-old boy and I had a teacher, I'd love it." Like, no, you wouldn't, dude. You're a child. And he's a cop who's saying this, right? And they even had that episode of South Park where Kyle's brother was with his teacher, and then the guy's like, "Is she hot? Nice." Guys, this is not funny, and it's not a game. Children who engage in those types of activities, it forever like I don't want to say messes them up, but it forever alters their course of development. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's a male, a female, or anything else. So to act like one is okay just drives me crazy. And guys, I brought up some of these this website here, and I'll get into it here, but there's a friend of mine at the gym, and he's uh, you know, a PhD, he's a counselor, and I was talking to him, and he just kind of let it slip. He's like, well, it's different if it's a boy, a boy and an older woman, as if insinuating that that's okay. That somehow that a boy that would be essayed would just somehow, like, it's a good thing. And I'm like, you're crazy. And I don't want to say that it kind of made me view him differently, but guys, I'm so furious that I have to verbalize my thoughts here. That's BS, guys. It is. Okay? Any victim of SA deserves justice and deserves to have people help them, right? And the fact that we have to have this discussion is just fucking ridiculous. It drives me crazy. Guys, it's just sad, man. It really, really, really is. Okay? And I'm not about cussing people out in a public place. And hey, if that's how this person feels, but like we're pretty close friends or whatever. But it's just like it kind of made me see him in a different light, like what are you talking about, And we can agree to disagree, fine. But I just hope that all of you guys really, really, if you're subscribed to this channel. And if you rock with me and call in and you're on the Discord and stuff, you got to understand how I feel about this, about all victims of SA. Yes, we joke over here because we look at these predators and we laugh and all, but the victims, it's not funny, okay? And it's sad that there's a whole group of people out there, male victims, that no one gives a damn about. And it's sad. It really, really, really is sad. Because if you had a son, a cousin, a nephew who went through this, you know what I mean? And I really, 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 really think that it's people that can't relate until it happens to them. Because there's a lot of things where like, so for instance, there's a guy that I watch, and he talks about, paternity fraud and child support court and stuff. And he was saying, he's a lawyer. He said that his clients, that the loudest clients he has are the women who have men in their families that are going through abuse by the court system. And this is the same thing. A lot of people don't understand what happens to the victims until it's their son or their little brother. It's like, dude, how are we having to have this conversation? So guys, if anyone ever tries to make this argument on my channel, guys, just here. I believe in freedom of speech, but guys, just don't, because I'll cook you, man. I'll cook you real fast. All right. Everything else I'm fine on, guys, but please do not try and advocate and say that, oh man, male victims, they tend to process this better, or it's not as bad for them, because I will not entertain that conversation. I just won't. Not over here, man. Victims are victims, and we need to punish the victimizers in the same way. Okay? So I pulled up this site here, and it was saying, SA can happen to anyone, no matter your age, sexual orientation, gender identity. So men and boys who have been SA'd or abused have many of the same feelings and reactions as other survivors of SA, but they may also face additional challenges because of social attitudes and stereotypes about men and masculinity. Right? In legal terms, SA is any contact that is against a person's will without consent. This includes situations where force, violence, or weapons are used, as well as situations where the victim is too intoxicated or scared to give consent. SA can happen to anyone, regardless of gender or sexual orientation. Men and boys who have been SA'd may experience the same effects of SA as other survivors and they may face other challenges that are more unique to their experience. So some men who have survived essays as adults feel shame or self-doubt, believing that they should have been quote unquote strong enough to fight off the perpetrator. And this especially happens in prisons, guys. If you want to talk about a grape culture, look at prisons, right? Where oftentimes the guards and all them will use other inmates to get back at inmates by letting them grape and assault other inmates. So it's an institutionalized practice, okay? So many men who experience arousal during the assault may be confused and wonder what that means. These normal physiological responses do not in any way imply that you wanted, invited, or enjoyed the essay. If something happens to you and you know that it's not your fault and you are not alone, look at this. Men who are essayed as boys or teens may also respond differently than men who are essayed as adults. The following list includes some of the common experiences by men and boys who survived essay. It's not a complete list, but it may help you to know that there are others having these experiences: anxiety, depression, PTSD, flashbacks, eating disorders, avoiding people or places that remind you of the essay, concerns or questions about your orientation, fear of the worst happening and having a sense of shortened future, feeling like less of a man, quote unquote, or that you no longer have control over your own body, feeling on edge, unable to relax, or having difficulty sleeping, sense of blame over shame, or not being able to stop the essay, especially if you experienced arousal, withdrawal from relationships or friendships, and an increased sense of isolation and worrying about disclosing for fear of judgment or disbelief. And then they have a whole list of universal reactions, right? And then it says there's a great societal denial of the fact that men get SA. Boom, right there. Chances are, except for the occasional bad prison joke, most of us don't ever hear about the topic of male SA. And the need to deny the existence of male SA is partly rooted in the mistaken belief that men are immune to being victimized, that they should be able to fight off any attacker if they are truly a real man. The closely related belief is that men can't be forced into an SA. Either they want it or they don't. These mistaken beliefs allow lots of men to feel safe and invulnerable and to think of SA as something that only happens to women or in prison, right? Unfortunately, these beliefs can also increase the pain that's felt by a male survivor of SA. These beliefs leave the male survivor feeling isolated, ashamed, and quote-unquote less than a man. No wonder so few men actually get help after being SA. The fact is that only 5 to 20% of all victims of SA report the crime. The percentage for male victims is even lower. So feelings of shame, confusion, self-blame leave many men suffering. And this is men, okay? So you can imagine how boys feel, how young teenagers or younger boys feel, right? Because they can't even process this like an adult can. Absolute clown world, guys. I'm telling you, I try to. Okay, so we'll just read this last bit here, and then I'll. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the damn link now because anyone who wants to jump on, man, I'm sorry, I'm just pissed off. Here we go. All right, so for most men, the idea of being a victim is very hard to handle. We're raised to believe that a man should be able to defend himself against all odds, or that he should be willing to risk his life or severe injury to protect his pride and self-respect. How many movies or TV shows have you seen in which the manly hero is prepared to fight a group of huge guys over an insult or name calling? And that's just a thing that people don't understand. Who has seen The Shawshank? redemption, right? If you watch that movie, Andy Dufresne, right? He was a tall guy. He wasn't a physical specialist, but he had a group or a gang of dudes assaulting him, essaying him. They said this first year there, they would jump him, and there's nothing that he could do. And of course, that's just how life was for Andy. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it was for him. There's nothing he could do. This is a Jet Li movie where he's spin kicking and punching people and knocking out 20 guys at once, dude. It's hard to fight one guy, let alone 2 or 3. And there's other stories. If you actually look, you see that there's stories. There was a guy, he was a rapist of men in England, and he would just drug guys. He would drug them, grape them, and then dump them on the street, right? Luckily, he wasn't deleting them, you know? So, hold on. Okay. Surely you're supposed to fight to the death over something like unwanted advances, right? These beliefs about manliness, masculinity are deeply ingrained in most of us and can lead to intense feelings of guilt, shame, and inadequacy for any male survivor of SA. Okay? For many male survivors even question whether they deserved or somehow wanted to be SA'd because in their minds they failed to defend themselves. The male survivors frequently see their assault as a loss of manhood, and get disgusted with themselves for not fighting back. These feelings are normal, but the thoughts that are attached to them aren't necessarily true. Remind yourself that you did what seemed to be best at the time, that was survive. As a result of their guilt, shame, and anger, some men punish themselves. As a result of their guilt, shame, and anger, some men punish themselves by getting into self-destructive behavior. So that's like drinking, drugs, you know what I mean? All that other stuff. So for lots of men, this means increased alcohol or drug use. So for others, it means increased aggressiveness, like arguing with friends or coworkers, even picking fights with strangers. So many men pull back from relationships and wind up feeling more isolated. It's easy to see why male survivors of SA are at increased risk for getting depressed, getting into trouble at work, getting physically hurt, or developing alcohol and drug problems. And also, guys, they're also not talking about self-deletion here, okay? Because the thing about it is, women try to attempt self-deletion more, but men self-delete more, right? And that's because when we try, we do it more violently. So we'll ram our car into a wall, eat some brass, if you know what that means. You know what I mean? Like the whole taking pills thing, that's not us, man. When we want to get it done, we get it done, okay? So many male survivors also develop difficulties with sex after being SA. It may be difficult to resume adult relationships or start new ones because adult contact may trigger flashbacks, some memories of the assault, or just plain bad feelings. It can take time to get back to normal, so don't pressure yourself to be in a relationship before you're ready. So for heterosexual men, SA almost always causes some confusion or questioning about their sexuality, since many people believe that only gay men are SA'd. A heterosexual survivor may begin to believe that he must also be gay or that he will become gay. Furthermore, perpetrators often accuse their victims of enjoying SA, leading some survivors to question their own experience. And now, hold on. I don't think that they actually talk about when women SA men, right? Or boys. Okay. So we're almost done. For gay men, SA can lead to feelings of self-blame, self-loathing that's attached to their sexual preference. There's already enough anti-LGBT sentiment in society and to make many gay men suffer from internal conflicts about their sexuality. So being SA'd may lead to believe that he somehow deserved it and that he was paying the price for his preference. Unfortunately, this self-blame can be reinforced by the ignorance or intolerance of others who blame the victim by suggesting that the victim somehow provoked the assault or was less harmed by it because he was gay. Gay men also hesitate to report SA due to fears of blame, disbelief, or intolerance by police or medical personnel. As a result, these men may be deprived of legal protections and necessary medical care following an assault. Some essays of men are actually forms of hate towards, I can't say the word, but motivated by fear and hatred of LGBT people. In these cases, perpetrators may verbally abuse their victims and imply that the victim deserve to be SA. It's important to remember that SA is an act of violence. Remember, you are not to blame, even if your attacker was an acquaintance, date, friend, partner, teacher, right? You have been SA'd, or if you were intimate with that person before, if you're drinking or using drugs, or you froze up and did not or could not say no. Who are the perpetrators of SA against men and boys? Perpetrators can be any gender identity, orientation, or age, and they can have any relationship to the victim. Like all perpetrators, they might use physical force, psychological, or emotional coercion tactics. So, guys, and here you go. How to support. Listen to them. Validate their feelings. Express concern. Okay? And I feel like no one does that anymore. No. How about not anymore? No one's ever done that. Ever. Someone has to show that they give a damn, right? And it just drives me crazy. So anyways, guys, that's my rant. I didn't mean to start this out this way, but like this happened yesterday, and I was just up, just like fuming all night long. Because there's nothing worse than someone that you know disappoints you by saying something so unbelievably stupid that you just gotta kind of step away and be like, all right, well, you know. Anyways, Zeph, Josh, what's going on, my friends? On a lighter note, two of my favorite people.
I don't really have much to add. I mean, you hit the nail on the head, but yeah, I could definitely hear the emotion in your voice there. So I can tell that this is really, really hitting you hard. So, don't let the people get you down.
I just don't
I think there's something about all of my best friends that something about their life or their belief system that I don't really like, but you just gotta look past that sometimes.
Yeah. Then I just don't like injustice, right? Like I don't like I can agree to disagree, but to say, and the guy that I was talking to, he has daughters, right? So like I guarantee, like, he just thinks of it as a father with daughters, right? That's fine. But at the same time, it's like, and I wanted to ask him, what if you had a son, right? And you found out that his tutor or his counselor or his teacher was like doing stuff to him, right? Because that's the only time to make things really, really click home with people. Because did I tell you guys, Zeph, Josh, about the story with the lady in my training class in Texas, and she was like super duper pro-life, right? And we were,
oh Lord,
and we were having this conversation on break. It was me and this other person, and this lady butted in, and she's like, "I don't know why you la, right? I answered that." So she's going on, just going off in the middle of class about, like, how dare you support this, blah blah blah. Because guys, like I said, why my consistency with being pro rights, right? Like, and also not wanting the government to tell people what to do, right? Like I'm sorry, but like my logical consistency makes me pro-choice, right? But
I would basically say that I'm morally against abortion, but I don't believe that the government should be involved in legislating people's bodies.
So the last day that we had this training. All of us went out to lunch, and this lady drove because she had a big minivan, and I was in the passenger seat, and we're all going back to work, and she's like, AJ, can I please talk to you? I'm like, what's up? She's like, well, my 14-year-old daughter had sex with her boyfriend, and got pregnant, and we had to take her to the clinic. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
I do remember you bringing this up at some point. It's always those people. It's
like rules for me, not for thee. Seriously, it's ridiculous.
The moment that pea stick turned pink, she was like, Tokyo drifting down to the flame. And this is the woman that was like cussing me out at work. I'm like, are you serious? Come on. And here's the thing, guys. If you stand by your principles, right? I can respect you as a person. Now, I can disagree with you, or I can hate your ideas, right? But at least you know where you stand, right? You can be the most bigoted goofball moron, but if you stand by those principles, right? I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you, but at least as a person, you know where that person stands, right? Which is why there's certain politicians I don't like, because they're opportunists and they don't stand for anything. The only thing more dangerous than a person.
You mean like 99% of politicians?
Yeah. And I know that may sound weird, me being black and saying this, but what I'm saying is I've talked to people in the past that have some views that are like, whoa, it's like they have forgot that I'm black, and they say something that's like, whoa, wait a minute, What I'm saying is, at least the only thing more dangerous than a person that stands by something that's against you is someone that doesn't stand for anything, because they can flip flop. One day that they're your friend, and the next that they're your enemy, based on the wind, based on the day. And that's more dangerous than anything else, because your enemy, you at least know who they are and that they're consistently that. You know what I'm saying? So if that makes any sense. Okay. So anyways, guys.
So one of my real life friends is actually viewing right now. He commented, the Saxon 48.
Oh, what's up, man? Welcome.
He's like my one friend in real life that's also obsessed with TCAP.
So guys, for those of you guys who don't know who this knucklehead is.
Hello.
Zeph, Josh, do you guys want to introduce Jim before I do?
Well, he's basically caught alongside the Kentucky Predators, but it was in a parallel investigation that didn't feature Dateline or Chris Hansen, but we eventually got his phone call and his police interrogation, and it's as the people,
I think I've heard the phone call.
Father,
it's
son,
quite entertaining.
And
he's drunk he's like drunk driving, and he's lost basically.
Yeah, and then obviously he cleans up at the swingers club, guys. So what did he need to talk to an underage person for, right? I mean, obviously, he goes to the swingers club, and he's like a prime 78 Burt Reynolds in there,
He was probably in his prime when swing music was a thing, probably.
Oh man, and also, if you watch, he said the Jabba the Hutt of TCAP.
That's a good one.
Okay. Oh, guys, I know that I find a lot of stuff funny in TCAP, but I have to say that Sam Harrison video at the end when he's got his hands in his pants. And that's be hands down one of the funniest things I've ever seen in TCAP ever, dude. Well, what? Josh, Zev, can you please speculate as to why in the world he has his hands in his pants?
I have no idea what's going on in that. That was a new guy to me.
Oh, man. Okay, so let's take you back. Oh, and also, too, in his interrogation, he has no remorse. He's drunk, and he just doesn't. It's like he can't conceive about how screwed he is. Like he just like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna tell you guys my story and then be out of here. Like the it's not arrogance. It's not. What's the word, Josh? It's
hubris.
Yes, the hubris he has. He's just sitting there talking to these cops like they're all buddies having beers. It's like, dude, you are doomed when you sober up.
Like he thinks that he can manipulate them. And
yes.
He can't read the room at all.
What is it called? Cronin? What is it called where you're so dumb that you think you're smart? What is that called? It's called
being a politician.
It's called like, is it Cronenberg or something? Where you so ignorant think you are smart. Oh, the Dunning-Kruger effect. That's it. That is it, dude. When people, if you looked in the dictionary under Dunning-Kruger effect, you would see this knucklehead's mug, man. Look at, you know who he looks like?
Oh no.
I had a feeling we'd be going down a cartoon rabbit hole today.
Oh man, look.
Also a little bit of Elmer Fudd in there too.
Oh man. Father Son says Wilford Brimley. Who's?
Oh yeah, that's a great comparison. He's the guy, the diabetes guy. The guy from the diabetes commercials.
Oh, from Cocoon. Yeah.
Diabetes.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Cocoon?
Check your blood sugar. Check it often.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to.
That's why, and it's always,
always
sunny.
Right,
he says diabetes. Like, stop saying diabetes. But yeah. Check out Cocoon, man. That's a great movie, man. If you guys haven't seen Cocoon, yeah, this is great. This is a good movie, man. Look at that. And what's even worse, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's a classic. If you guys haven't seen this, check out Invasion of the Body Snatchers, man. Yeah, this movie is fantastic. This is in the 80s when there's all these practical special effects. Look at a young Jeff Goldblum there, man. Yeah, you want to see some special effects, man. This is when they built everything. There was no CGI. There was this. There was The Thing.
Speaking of CGI and Jeff Goldblum and 80s horror movies, what about
The Fly? Yeah, that was next. I was like, no, this is practical. They didn't do any CGI in The Fly. They built all this. Look at that. The Fly. If you haven't seen this movie, look at that. That makeup, man. They were not playing with this movie, man. I remember I used to watch this. Look at young Geena Davis, man. Look at that. Oh, and then speaking of Geena Davis, this is the last one. Have you seen this, you guys? Long Kiss Goodnight. Look at how young Samuel Jackson was. Okay, all right. Guys, drop a 1 if you've seen dude, it was a bunch of dudes on a station in Antarctica, dude. There wasn't supposed to be a female cast member and there, you know what I mean? Let me see. So I recommend this movie because there's this weird thing where people just act like there have never been like female leads in action films, and it's like, dude, some of the best action films have had, Terminator 1, uh,
Kill Bill.
yeah, Kill Bill, Aliens, right? I mean, Ripley from Aliens and Sarah Connor are I would say I would put them in the top 10 of best like protagonists on the planet, right? Like ever. And Sigourney Weaver got an Oscar nomination for Aliens. Okay, so where this whole thing of where that's never been a thing is just ridiculous. And this movie right here. So Gina Davis plays this woman, and she is like a housewife, like a mom. Her husband is like a like businessman or whatever, and she has her daughter. And something happened. I think she gets in a car accident or whatever. So she wakes up in the hospital and she's pregnant, and she doesn't have her memory. So she gets her memory back, has the baby, and then she's like working in a restaurant, meets a guy, falls in love, gets married or whatever. Well, then she either gets in a car accident or something, and she gets her memory back, and she's just like badass, ass kicking, like assassin, right? And her old life just catches up to her. It's so good. And some of the action scenes are so good. And then the fact that she did like a lot of her own stunts, right? And then the way that she fights, she's not just like, not like a Ip Man style movie where she's just she's actually like, if you can imagine like 130-pound woman, what she would need to do to beat a full-grown guy up is what she's doing. It's great, man. It's like a mix of like, jiu-jitsu and knife play and all this other stuff. It's a great film. It's so good. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, The Long Kiss Goodnight. It's a great film, man. Anyways, I digress. So this is now there's a
Did anyone else lose sound?
Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Can you hear it now?
What are you doing?
No.
Josh,
All right, yeah, now I hear it.
Yeah, we got.
What are you doing?
I'm just about. I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to get on the road.
Cool.
Are you interested?
Yeah, very.
Yeah. I'm just like scared there's going to be somebody over there, like the cops and everything.
No, it's just me.
Okay, well, 140 what, Kevel?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will be there. As I'm at my place right now, and it's like Eastgate area.
Okay.
And
Why do they make her sound like a chipmunk? Is what I'm wondering.
Okay.
Are you sure this is okay?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, I will be. What?
Do you want me to make you some juice or something so when you get come over?
What do you mean, make you some juice?
Do you want me to make you some juice?
You're gonna like do like fresh squeezed oranges?
No, I just had like a black and tonic. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, you mean he was drinking? You don't say.
I'm okay.
Okay.
And
hey guys, who was it in the Discord that said that they can't drink drink orange juice to this day because they drank so many screwdrivers in college? Who was that? I don't remember, but even to this day, I don't really drink orange juice because I had so many screwdrivers in college. I taste vodka every time I drink orange juice. So,
and I will be there as quickly as I can.
Father, son, that should be the first line when you ever talk to a woman. Hey, are you?
Can get there. I've got a couple things to finish up here before I leave the house, and then I'll be right over there.
Okay.
Is there anything I should know? Is there anything I should know about about the house or anything? You said.
Well, there is one thing that he should
Like
know.
maybe cops or
There is one thing that he should know, guys. He should know.
Oh, I say it again. You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
That never gets old. Oh man.
I said, okay, let me think through this. Okay, I get off 471, turn on 27, first street on the left.
Now this was the house. This was in Kentucky, Josh. Remind me.
Yeah.
So this house was in the boondocks, or was it Ohio? The house was just straight. I think it was Ohio, where it was in the boondocks, right? But I think that the Kentucky one was out there.
The house was in Bowling Green, which is like one of the bigger cities in Kentucky.
Okay.
And then the right and then the left. And that's Keble?
It's 140 Vogel. Vogel.
Oh, Vogel. I don't know why I said Keble.
Because you're a knucklehead.
140 Vogel. It's okay. What did I turn off of 127? Off of 27. What's that road? Do you know?
Oh.
Never mind.
I'm not sure.
It's the first one. It's the first one.
Why these guys ever think the 13-year-old is gonna know like the roads, like county roads?
Or they ask him if they can drive. Like, motherfucker, the kid's 13. What are you talking about? Like, they're so dumb. I think it was Dave's Lemonade. Shout out to him. He said that they're just so like dumb and horny and raging full of hormones that they just like their brain is just completely compromised. Like they're just like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, you are so stupid.
You want me to call you in a little bit just to make sure you have.
I need y'all to just like back up on that.
Okay, it's I don't know. It's at the dead end. It's a dead end street.
Okay,
So it should be pretty easy to find.
It's on the left-hand side. 140 is.
Yeah, you turn down Camp and then you make a right on Vogel.
Okay, turn right on Vogel, and is there a sign or a mailbox or something?
Just look for the cop cars.
The house number should be fairly easy.
This guy asks so many questions about the directions, and then he still doesn't even get close when he initially gets there.
It's because he's plastered. That's why.
Okay.
Think about how long that it took for him to like be driving around, and then get arrested and get to the police station, and still be drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, if I have a problem, like I said, I've got your number. You sure this is okay with you? This is okay with you? Okay.
This is okay with me. I'll call you though, because I don't know. My mom might have my incoming calls blocked, but I can call you.
Okay. Well, I like I said, within the next half hour or so, I'm heading my way over there.
Okay.
And I'm really looking forward to this.
I am too.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds real good.
I will give you a call in a half an hour, okay?
Okay, and if I may pull up your driveway before that half hour, because I'm just about ready to leave here.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I am
Where
at.
are you?
Okay. I'll tell you where I'm at, because I'm at Antonio's Wine, Liquor, and
Pause it for a second.
Tobacco.
So he said it was going to he'd be there in a half hour, and now he's already on the road and gone some ways, and we're still 53 minutes from the end of this call.
No, go ahead.
Ah.
Okay. I'm looking for a left-hand turn. Or does it go past the church?
This
I don't-
church
you
is
better
really,
check.
really confused him throughout this.
Maybe they were trying to get him to run out of gas so he couldn't run away.
I
What?
don't remember a church.
Okay, it's called, shit, I can't tell. I'm going down the hill now. I'm going to turn around and come back up. I'm ready to see you, okay? Okay, there's a stop sign here. Is this the office?
The what?
What is he doing?
The office, and then there's the cottage, cocktail lounge.
Have you found the other, like, Alexandria Parkway? It's right across from.
I'm turning around, okay? I got a feeling I went too far, okay?
Okay.
And he's driving drunk the
I
whole
went
time.
past
too.
the cottage, cocktail lounge, the office, and I'm going up the hill. Oh, I hope the hell you have a bathroom because I need to piss.
It's gonna be a while, buddy. Probably like 6 more hours.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, father son, you're right. Keith Williams did drive fast. Saw someone getting arrested in the driveway and still went into the house. What a knucklehead.
Okay, the church. What church is it?
What?
What's the name of the church that you're passing?
Oh, shit. There's no sign out front.
What's it look like?
Or he's
What?
just seeing double,
What's it
so
look
he
like?
just sees like 2 signs and he can't read it.
There's Antoine's Wine and Beer.
You go past the church.
I go past the church?
Yes.
That means I gotta turn around.
I'm sorry.
That's not.
We're already at
problem. I
2
can do it.
turnarounds.
I'm
We
a
need to
damn
have a
good
turnaround counter.
I'm a damn good driver.
Okay, I've gone to the wine, and
He keeps
okay,
ending up
so
at the
here's
liquor
church.
store.
I'm back to the church.
Okay, hold up there.
Hold up. Hold up. There's a green light here at the church. I'm now going down the hill.
Okay. Yeah, you go
Okay.
down the hill. I think you're
What?
looking for Alexandria Parkway.
I don't think so.
The beauty in this is that this
Wait.
could never ever
Wait.
happen now.
Wait, is he
This
arguing?
could only ever happen prior to like 2010. This situation, because otherwise he'd just have a GPS. So it's like a relic of time.
I know. And Lord knows he can't read, so he's not using a map of MapQuest, right?
Probably on Alexander Parkway.
Oh, are you?
I'm guessing. Because, okay, here's the office. I'm back to the office. I'm at go red for good light here.
You want to go straight on 27? Are you on?
I
At
gotta
his
be
age,
honest,
you'd think he
I
read
think I'm
scrolls
on
back in the
20.
day.
Just think about how dangerous that MapQuest is. If you you would have it sprawled across your steering wheel.
Actually, when I was living in Richmond and used to go to visit New York City and Long Island, I would like take written directions and use those.
Are you serious? It's so dangerous, though. If you think about it now, it's like now you can't even look at it at your phone. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. I saw this movie scene once where this character, she's driving, right? And she's looking at a map and she's turning around the map while she's driving. So she like takes her hands off the wheel for a good 10 seconds and then turns this whole giant map around. And she almost like crashes into somebody because she just goes zooming by. The scene's really funny because she's trying to like look at them at like both out of the windshield and also at this huge map that she has at the same time.
yeah, those are the days, man. If you had to drive cross country, you had to get a map, man. And now it's like we have GPS, which is good, but even now, kids are texting and stuff, and it's like that's so dangerous. You're having the craziest thing I saw the story yesterday. These two college girls, they were at the bar drinking, and then they got in an argument on the highway. This is in Arizona, and the girl in the passenger seat got so mad at her friend, she jumped out of the car on the highway and died. Like, how bad of a fight do you have to be in to literally unbuckle your seatbelt while you're doing 60 miles per hour on the highway and jump out of the car? And they were showing the body cam footage of that. It's like when when the friend had pulled over and called the cops and everything. It's like, man, that is crazy. Like, did she live? I'm like, I don't think so.
7, I really do.
Okay, you want to keep going straight.
Okay, I'm here at transfer station sportswear. Big Lot.
Oh, that's a new one.
Big Lot? It's 5 miles. Just keep going straight.
It's what?
About 5 miles. It's about
5 miles. Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit. You better damn well have someplace to move with this.
I have a bathroom. Why wouldn't I have a bathroom?
Allison,
Gotta
how
take
are
the
you?
Browns to the Super Bowl.
Saber Vision of Grief, how are you, man? Good to see you.
I have to piss. Okay. I'll tell you places I'm seeing. Papa John's. Here's Sherwin-Williams.
Have you passed the Lowe's?
Please.
Have you passed the Lowe's?
Have I passed the what?
Lowe's.
The what?
Lowe's store? Lowe's store. The Lowe's Home Improvement.
Oh my.
No, I don't. No.
Okay, once
I'm
you see the
surprised they
Lowe's-
just didn't give
I'm
up.
coming to a Lowe's.
Or they just like send the cops to just track him down and get him. Like, yeah, this is driving us crazy. But this is part of another investigation, right? This is not a TCAP one, right, Josh?
It was done basically at the same time, but for whatever reason, Dateline wasn't involved. I'm not sure why.
Lowe's.
Okay, it's First Street
I'm
on the
sorry.
right.
I'm coming to a McDonald's.
You're coming to a McDonald's. Okay. Once you get to Lowe's, it's the First Street on the right.
There's a street here on the right.
Yeah, but
That's
once
okay.
No, it's at Lowe's. You have to pass Lowe's first. Not
Okay.
McDonald's. You have to pass Lowe's.
Okay, I see a White Castle.
Man, this place has
My-
every chain
I
restaurant.
know, right? Yeah, this is a McDonald's, White Castle,
I see a
Papa
Golden
John's,
Corral down the street.
and a Cracker Barrel.
That reminds me of
man.
middle school.
Oh.
In my 8th grade middle school trip, they took us, I think it was to Williamsburg, I think. Yeah, they took us to Williamsburg. And then afterwards, they brought us to the beautiful Golden Corral, in which, of course, a bunch of 7th grade boys decided they would put as many things as they could into one cup and then dare each other to drink it. That didn't go well. But it was a whole bunch of kids who were younger than me. And it ended up with a bunch of people throwing up. It was a huge mess. But, you know, that's what you get for bringing middle schoolers to Golden Corral. I mean,
In my nursing home job in Richmond, I did.
Hold on. Josh, hold on.
I'm with-
Hold on.
Okay.
Whoops, sorry. In my nursing home job, ... A good story has to follow this.
No, actually, it was usually uneventful. But I was just saying, we had like a bus that we like took residents out on outings on, and they always wanted to go to Golden Corral. So usually I had to go there and be responsible for like a dozen people in wheelchairs, which was, always fun.
In Texas, they have Luby's, I believe. It's like a cafeteria style place. People love that place. Hold on. Movies. Yeah, this is it. Look at that. It's
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that place. I haven't
Yeah.
actually been in one, but I've seen.
Yeah, well, you're not missing much.
Well, yeah. One of my cousins lives in San Antonio, so we often
Oh yeah, I went to.
hang out
I
there.
used,
So,
I
yeah.
used to live in San Antonio. I really like San Antonio, and Austin and Dallas. All the
But
rest.
in
Texas,
summer, holy hell, is it hot?
Hey, I'd rather deal with that hot summer than cold winters. The
Yeah,
best for sure. Well, the thing about Texas, because I plan on moving south and warm, south warm and cheap, and I would move back down to Texas because I have a lot of friends down there still, but that power grid isn't fixed yet.
Yeah.
So
And
in the
also Texas is full of Texans, so
yeah, but San Antonians, Austin,
yeah, that's what my
Austinians.
my aunt says. She didn't want to move there, but she was like, the place we live in is nice.
Yeah,
But
and
my dad said there's a bunch of Texans there, right? And she says, well, yeah, depending where you go. But
yeah, and,
That's kind of how Richmond is in Virginia.
yeah. Richmond and Alexandria,
Yeah, that's true.
are like really cool, but all the rest of Virginia, especially when you go south, man, because I used to go to Asheville down in North Carolina, and I would always stop, like right near the Virginia border, because apparently that's where my bladder has to relieve itself, and it's just like, oh my goodness, this is different than Richmond or Manassas or or Tyson's Corner. That's for sure. But yeah, Texas, I'd have to say, yeah, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, nice, but Waco and Houston, even Beaumont, Galveston, El Paso, no thanks, man. None for me. I'm driving, All right. I digress.
Okay.
Keep coming, because you're going to see a Lowe's. You're going to see a Lowe's home improvement store. After you see the Lowe's...
I have not seen a Lowe's.
No 13-year-old would know
Kmart.
to Lowe's home improvement store.
That's true. I think in one of the phone calls, a decoy says eateries. Like, no 13-year-old says eateries. You're gonna pass 2 or 3 eateries. I'm like, that's how you know. That's how you know that was.
Thou shalt pass 2 or 3 dining halls. Like no.
You want to know a funny fact? All right. Has anyone here been to England or the UK?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever walked by and you see like the horse and triangle pub or the pumpkin and wagon pub?
I think so. Yeah.
Where the names make no sense at all, right?
Yeah.
Well, the reason why they did that is because some of these pubs have been around for 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? So like I was in Ireland and I went to the oldest pub in Ireland that was built in like 918 AD or whatever. It's still operating. It's crazy, right? So people couldn't read back then. Only like a small group of people were illiterate in the 1600s, 1700s. So they would only know what pub they were going to because the name was a picture. So it'd be like literally a horse and a triangle was the sign at the outside of the pub. So it was a horse and triangle. Well, then once everyone started getting more literate, then they changed it to the wording where it was a horse and triangle pub. But a lot of these pubs have been around since before most of the population was literate, but they sure knew where to go and get drunk.
Yeah, I mean, you'll find a place called like the Bee's Knees or something like like it doesn't.
Yeah, or where they have session beers. Does anyone know what a session beer is? Anyone?
No.
A session beer is a beer that is that doesn't have a lot of alcohol in it, ABV wise. So I think it's like anything less than 5% is.
Well, that's why I wouldn't be familiar with it.
So, but the thing is during World War I, okay, World War I was absolutely nuts, right? Because people were just getting slaughtered and massacred. But the war effort, there had never been a war effort that was that big at that time. So most of the grain, including the barley and the hops and all of that, was being sent to the front. So the brewmasters had to make beer that tasted like good beer, and the only way to do that was they couldn't use the same amount, so it had less alcohol in it, right? So you'd have an IPA that tastes like an IPA but had less alcohol in it, so therefore it was a session beer. Okay, that's why you see like a session IPA, whatever, has like 4.8%. But the term session comes from, and I'm almost done because you can see it. I like beer. A session, pubs used to be open 24 hours a day, right? They didn't close ever. What happened was World War I was the very first war where someone in Europe dehumanized the enemy, right? So they used to call the Germans the Bosch or the Huns, right? And that's when all the pictures of they're the Germans, they're coming to get us. The Europeans have always dehumanized other people, obviously, you know, Native Americans, Africans, Asians, whatever. But they'd never done that to each other until World War I, right? So they were like, we have to prove that we are morally like above the Bosch. So they decided to close the pubs for an hour each day. Okay. So you had the morning session and the evening session. So there would be guys getting off work overnight to go drink during the morning session, and then guys who were getting off work in the evening to drink at the evening session. So they figured that it would make people more like moral and upstanding people if they had beer that you can go and have friends, have a few pints and have a few session beers and go home, sleep it off, and go back to work. So that's where the term session beer comes from. If that's ever the answer on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Josh, Seth, Janet, we're splitting the money 50-50.
No, that was interesting. I never knew that.
It's Kmart. Keep coming.
Dang,
It's about 5
they have a Kmart too?
miles. It's like,
Why don't you tell me downtown Cincinnati?
What?
huh?
Why don't you tell me since downtown Cincinnati? It's okay.
What?
Hey, listen to me.
Something about Cincinnati.
If you can do what we're talking about, I'm driving.
Okay.
You got me?
Yeah.
Look, good. Somebody does because we're down in Newport.
What is he even talking about? What is going
This
on?
is literally like listening to somebody that has Alzheimer's.
Seriously.
Does that make sense?
No.
I gotta piss though. God, I gotta piss, man. What?
Gotta let go of the golden shower, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but when I did it, gourmet chili. I don't think it's going right.
Oh, soon.
There's no way there's a
What the
restaurant
directions
named
you
Gourmet
gave me.
Chili.
Dixie chili.
What's that?
There's no way there's a restaurant named Gourmet Chili. At this point, he just has to be like a reading signs on windows.
Seriously. All right.
Next, he'll be reading like the names of like senators and stuff. I see a sign here that says Billy Bob Jr.
Janet, Josh, Zeph. Off the top of your head, in any order, name the 3 foods that you just cannot stand, that you will not eat. Where either you looked at them and you're like, ah, or you tried them once and you were like, blah.
Let's see.
Well,
I'm
that's easy.
a
That's
very
easy
picky
for
eater,
me
so.
because I'm a vegan, so I don't.
Yes,
eat,
but
I could just list off all the meats for you.
yeah, but you've at least tried them in like. I'm talking
The
about
one
some-
vegetable I absolutely cannot stand is celery.
Oh really? Oh.
I like the
hate
flavor, but it's way too stringy. The texture is terrible. But
Yeah.
I like the flavor though. Well, it's just kind of water, but
What are you saying, Zeph?
I was saying that I do like celery, but not. I like the crunch, but not like the stringiness of it. Like when it has
You're
all those
gonna
little
say
strings in it.
foods that you didn't like.
Let's see. I have a couple because I sometimes have sensory issues with food, so that's kind of fun. But one of them is mushrooms, both the smell and the texture. I can't deal with it. Like bell peppers, that also texture and smell slash flavor. Um, and then with onions, it's just the texture. I mean, I love the flavor of onions, but the texture just no.
So basically, no supreme pizza for Zach.
Well, yeah.
Same for me. I'm the same with mushrooms and olives. I just can't do them.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that one. Olives too.
Mushrooms and olives are two of my favorite foods.
Yeah, I like mushrooms and olives. I think that I can't stand. There's a like a Russian Ukrainian soup called borscht. It's like a beet soup. It's disgusting, and they put
I've heard of it.
And they put sour cream in it. It's disgusting. Absolute foul. Catwag says black licorice. Yeah. Ugh, none for me, thanks, dude. It's disgusting. Nope, I'm not eating that. But as far as foods go, Stevenson says salad. So there's a guy that I go to the gym with. His name is Sam, and he's Nigerian, and he's hilarious. He's like, AJ, I come to America, and I go to a restaurant, and I look on the menu, and it says salad. I say, what is a salad? I order a salad. They bring me a salad. In Nigeria, we do not have salad. I say, where is the rest of my food? I am not a goat. This is what my food eats.
Yeah, kind of like what are these lawn clippings? What is this?
And then I don't like sour cream either. Sour cream is disgusting.
I guess that makes me a goat.
And then
or maybe you could call me the goat instead.
Yeah, Josh is the greatest of all time. And then I think the other thing that I've tried that I don't like is that Argentinians and the British have that blood sausage. Ugh. Well, that has the congealed blood in it. Nah, man.
Yeah. No
thanks, dude. Like, look, I'm an adventurous eater, so I'll try anything once. I mean, I've eaten, man. I have friends of mine from all over, Cambodia, Mongolia, whatever. I'll try anything once. Oh, and then any type of like bugs. Sorry, dude. I'm not. I saw a thing where I think it's Thailand or Cambodia where there's a place where they deep fry these tarantulas and like
no thanks.
They're so popular that particular type of spider is endangered now because they eat them so much. Nah, man,
Dude.
No thanks.
I mean,
dude. No.
Well, I'm not one for odd foods, but my aunt, she did Peace Corps. She was in the Peace Corps and she worked in Mali like 30 years ago. Unfortunately, the village she worked in, because of climate change, is now completely empty, and it's just turned to desert now, which is sad. But when she was living there, like with the Peace Corps volunteers and everything, she started eating roasted termites because she thought, you know what, I'm gonna be here for a while. I might as well try it. And she said at first it was kind of weird, but then after a while it was just like popcorn. And eventually she said she had so many that she didn't want to eat them anymore because she had too many.
Well, when in Rome, right?
Okay, I will try anything except, hold on, what is it? Alaska food moose nose. Jellied moose nose.
Sorry, what?
Jellied moose nose.
This is absolutely horrifying.
Come on, man. Come on. There's no way. There is no way, dude. I would rather eat Josh's hand. Oh, that's another thing. Catwags has reminded me. Yeah. I think that I said this. This.
Oh yeah, like the Greenland shark thing.
Iceland, fermented shark. You guys. I tried
Yes,
this
I've heard
once.
of this.
Never, ever eat this. Never, ever. I can't. That guys, please don't. If there's one thing other than believe than the male victim's part, if there's one thing that you listen to me in this live, do not eat fermented shark in Iceland. It has to be the most disgusting thing that I've ever tried in my entire life. It's disgusting. It literally tastes like if you take a brick of like Comet or some type of cleaner that's ammonia and you just chew on it. It won't break down in your mouth. So all you're trying is you're just chewing ammonia, and then they give you this alcohol to like shoot down with it. Guys, please don't try this. I mean, I had a great time in Iceland. All the rest of their food is fantastic. But this is the one thing where I really, 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 really wish that I could take back.
Yeah, that's totally disgusting.
Disgusting, dude. Absolutely disgusting. No thanks.
I think part of it comes from like the old times where there was no refrigeration or anything.
Yeah, it was scarce, yeah.
So they would just bury it underground for months, and then that's just what happened. But I think there was a specific way that they did it so that it wouldn't, kill you if you ate it. But yeah, I've seen a video of like people trying to smell it, and it's like people almost throw up, like trying to get
gross.
it out of the can. It's just
That's lutefisk. Lutefisk. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that too. Yeah.
Yeah, lutefisk is the thing that stinks really, 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 really bad, and it's in a can. People try and eat this, and they throw up. The fermented shark smells like ammonia. If you smelled ammonia before, that's
so it smells like cat pee.
Yes,
Yeah,
literally
so
like cat pee.
just cat.
This I heard just smells like shit. Like one of the worst smells you will ever smell in your life. And people eat it, and I don't understand why. But the thing about Europe, about European food in general, if you think about a lot of places other than Alaska and part like mountainous parts of the world, but most of the world, food's in abundance. Like people, Africans, Southeast Asians never really needed to salt things or smoke things because they always had food just sitting around. But you go to, like, for instance, Europe, where the winter was always really cold, they had to find ways to preserve food. But if you lived in, Kenya, where it's like warm all year round, so there's always food just chilling. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why people's from those areas don't do well with a heavy salt or sodium diet. So that was one of the best things that I ever did was cut sodium out of my diet. So my blood pressure started going down. So, anyways, I digress.
I'm going by Dixie Chiller right now. I am on new what? What?
You're going the wrong way.
I figured as such. I guess I may have to stand off the road and piss on. What do you think? Do you think I should go stand over the side of the road and piss?
No, just keep coming.
Is he asking the deacon if you should piss on the side of the road?
So this is going to be turnaround number 3.
He might catch more than one charge doing that. But...
Seriously.
Open the door for you and you can run into the bathroom when you come.
Where do you go to school?
What? Whoa, that's a pivot. So, come here often? What's your sign?
How's the
Where
weather?
do you go to school?
I go at the local school. About 4 blocks away.
I flustered you as big as they.
See, she can't even answer. He should have realized it right there. The local school.
I did. Hey, listen, it's not a big deal. I'm trying. I'm really worried about this legal thing.
There's nothing to worry about.
Can I fuck you and you're still 13?
Yeah.
You think?
I won't tell anybody.
Oh,
And
God.
if you don't tell anybody, I don't tell anybody, you know?
Okay. We'll go from there. Okay. Oh, some guy's come out to my car. God, he's got a afro thing on. Huh. Okay, where am I going?
Okay, did you turn around?
I'll tell you where I'm headed, and you can tell me from there. If
Okay,
I
turn
piss in my
around.
car, I will piss out my windows. Okay. If I have to piss out my windows, I will. Okay.
In college, my friends were driving down to San Diego, and my one friend was like, "Dude, I gotta pee," and my friend who was driving is like, "Dude, I'm not pulling over." Like, man, I gotta pee. He's like, "Dude, just pee out the window." He's like, dude, so we're going like 55 miles per hour. He's like, I don't care, do it.
Was more than one window open?
So yeah, he rolls the window down. He turns in the seat, and it comes back, and it starts hitting my other friend in the face.
Wow.
He's like, next time, just pull over, man. Just pull over.
I am down at Newport right now.
Yeah, at Newport. Okay, you need to turn around and go the opposite way. You need to.
Okay, I need to go out of the way away from Newport. I understand that. Okay, and I will do that, unless I can't, which is another. I wish I had a bottle or something. I'm sorry. I tell you how crude I am. Okay. I just went by a Hofbräu house.
What?
I just went by the Hofbräu house.
What? You went by the Hofbräu house?
Yes, in Newport.
You're in Newport. Okay, did you turn around?
Did I turn? I'm gonna get back on 7. I'm gonna get back on.
What a
471.
knucklehead.
You want to go the opposite way on 27. You went into Newport, so you want to turn around and go the opposite way. You want to pass all the stuff that you passed. You want to pass Papa John's.
Right. I understand. But if I go on 471, I can bypass all that, right?
I don't know that way.
Okay. Where can I get off 471 to get to you?
He's trying to go Galaxy Brain now.
Go, just turn around. Are you?
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. Just because, Okay, I'm turning around. Okay. I may stop at it like a. You know what? Can you hold on for a second while I piss my brains out?
Okay.
Did you like that? Hey, damn it, Cheyenne. How do you get a damn name like Cheyenne and live in Newport?
I don't know.
And your real age is 13?
Yeah.
He really has the nerve to be roasting her when he's the one who's going out there.
I know, right?
Okay. I'm at the what is this? Watatomi Square, whatever. I'm at the corner where actually my daughter. Oh God, this is freaky. My daughter did movies at Pompilios.
What?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Hey, yeah. You ever said pick up Pompilios?
You're breaking up, right?
What?
And, breaking up, is that what we call that? No. Okay, I'm driving up toward. We're gonna get there before your mother gets home. Okay. And
why don't you try and get there before the second coming or something? Before Jesus comes back.
Come on, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just trying to figure out where you are.
I like this on the phone, by the way. I'm gonna stop over back and I'm gonna piss my brains out. I gotta piss if I don't. I will call you back in a minute. Okay?
I'll call you back in a minute, okay?
Okay, fine. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Hello?
Hi.
Is this Cheyenne?
Yes.
Oh,
What are you?
Hey, how are you?
How is her
This
voice
shining,
getting higher
man.
with every phone call?
You got. Does this guy have? I forget. Does he have any kids or anything? I
I
hope
don't
not. Okay.
I'm assuming he does because he had a pretty successful career.
Ugh.
You.
I'm in South Cape.
He was like a music professor at the University of Cincinnati, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's right. And now he does like IT stuff or something.
Yeah,
Or like-
something like that.
Yeah, he's a knucklehead, man. That's crazy. Hold on.
I'm,
Hi, Dave.
yeah, come on, stay with me, okay? I'm back where where I said the office was before.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm going back out Dixie Highway. I'm coming out to fuck you, okay?
Okay.
And I just went by that church we talked about before.
Okay. It's about 5 miles.
About 5. I'm going toward 271.
5 miles, also known as 45 minutes.
Seriously.
Does that make sense? I'll give you another landmark here. Fisher Homes. There's a car dealer right here.
Frisk's
16,
Big Boy?
please.
Frisk's Big Boy?
I still couldn't understand you.
Have you passed Frisk's Big Boy?
Precious Big Boy. I have not passed that. No.
Okay.
Okay. I'm coming up toward where your mother probably works, probably up the South Gate Hospital, wherever that is.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm on. I don't know what the hell the road I am on. If this, hey Cheyenne, if this didn't work out, it doesn't mean I'm not trying. I am really trying.
Because
Oh,
my mom
we're-
doesn't come back till 3 a.m.
Oh, that's one thing we are sure of is that you're trying, you knucklehead.
What?
My mom isn't coming till like middle of the night, 3 a.m.
Okay. Well, okay. Maybe we can have the middle of the night to play around. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. There's some buildings here out in front. I know this where you turn to go to the old Beverly Hills. That's where I'm at. Okay. Moore's Lumber and Hardware. I'm driving up this way. Oh, almost ran off the road. Okay. Where am I going? What do you?
You know what's funny? Because he has one. Hold on. He has one of these old Buicks. He has I think it's 93 Buick. The Sabre. I believe this is what he has. I think he has one of these. You still see these things scooting around town, man. These things were indestructible.
My first car was a 96 Buick LeSabre.
Yeah, these things had that 3.8 liter engine that was in the Grand Am and all that. And these things were tanks, man. You still see these things farting around town, man. Seriously, like. And then I remember in college, man. Cutlass Sierra. I think it was in 88, I want to say. Yeah. My friend Josh had one of these, dude. He loved this car. The Cuddy. Matter of fact, it looked just like this, man. No. It was gold. Where's the gold one? This thing was a tank, dude. It had bench seats in the front and the back. And he lived way out in the country too, man. And this thing had like 300,000 miles on it. It was just kept going and going and going, man. Hilarious. Yeah, these like 80s and early 90s Buicks, I can actually say that they were good cars. I mean, most American cars, but these things, if you wanted a literal point A to point B car, that you can probably drive over a landmine with, and it'll still get you where you need to go. Get yourself an 88 to 90 something a Buick, man. So I digress.
What would you like for me to do?
What road are you on? First off.
I don't see any road signs, but it's off of 471. Okay.
Okay. Have you passed Wilson Road?
I'm at past what?
Wilson Road.
No, I don't know what that is. I'll tell you what I'm coming up to, and that'll help me out. Oh, it's pretty, whatever it is.
I was arguing
let's see,
with Decoy, who's just trying to give him directions.
Dance impressed. Shit, I can't tell what the fuck it is. Northern Kentucky Service. I know you don't know the other.
No.
I'm on 27. I'm on
27.
27, heading toward, away from 275. Heading away from 471.
Jackie Thompson, what's up? Every time. Consistency, right? That's awesome. I'm gonna drop the link again.
I know how to do
anyone
that.
else wants
Okay?
to join.
Okay, get on 471.
I feel like I'm losing brain cells listening to you.
Seriously.
Wait. Have you passed Southgate? Fort Thomas exit?
I'm turning around right now, and I'm going to 471, and I'll head toward 275. 471 to 275.
No, you want to head south on 27.
Okay. Well, I don't know what I'm on 27. I don't know where the south, north, west, east. It looks like
have you passed the bowling alley? What do you pass? What are you by right now?
Apartment buildings. There's something over in the left. Let me see what that is.
Is that a bowling alley?
No. It's like a home or something. Okay. It says I'm going. Welcome to Southgate.
Okay, that's where you want to be. You want to get off at Southgate or Thomas exit, and you want to take a right heading south on 27.
On 27, I'm on 27.
You're on 27, so you're heading the right way
So
then.
here's the
Okay,
thing, guys.
stay on that.
Okay,
It says he was charged with travel with interstate commerce with intent to engage in conduct with a minor and was sentenced to 46 months in prison and a lifetime in the RSO. I'm surprised that they didn't hit him with a DUI while they were at it. You know what I'm saying? Because dude is obviously lit and he's driving. I mean, they have 50 minutes of evidence here that he was drunk and driving, you know? That's true. Yeah. Is it? You never questions how this kid's so good at giving directions. Yeah.
I got that.
So pass the bowling alley.
I haven't seen the bowling alley yet, but you know, us guys have to piss everything. I haven't seen bowling alley.
What?
You're supposed to laugh, damn it.
I did laugh. I giggled.
Okay. I'm crossing under 471. I'm on 27 going towards Cincinnati, and I'm under 471, and there is I don't know what it is, car dealer over here on the right. Does that help?
What car dealer? Is it first?
I assume so, Jeff Weiler, but I can't. Yeah, it's a Weiler. It's a Weiler of some sort. I'm coming to a red light. I'm coming to a yellow light. There's this Fisher Homes in front of me. Okay, let's stop.
Wrong way.
Wrong way?
Yes. Go. Okay. Do you know how to get on 471?
Yeah, right here. I certainly do. North or south?
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to think of where you are. Give me a minute.
I'm on. Okay, I turned.
Let me look
I'm
this
on
up on MapQuest.
471.
Seriously.
Oh shit! I may have turned the wrong way. Well,
You want to go on 27
I have to
away?
piss something anyway.
You want to go away from Cincinnati on 27?
I figured that, but I don't know what the hell I turned on. Never mind. You know what? This is becoming defeated.
No, I want to see you.
Okay, then I will keep on working on it. I will keep on working. I'm going to turn around and go back up because this does not look very good. I'm down here and the bears are looking for my dick.
What?
Oh, that's not good.
I think bears is an old school term for police, isn't it?
The bears are looking for my dick. You guys, hold on. You know what? Did I ever show you this? All right, check this out. So these kids are snowboarding in Reno, right? And these and the park employee guy kicks them out. It's like the most epic thing ever. It was this is years ago, but it's one of those things where it's like it's huge. I mean, it has a lot of views. Hold on.
Fucks up the landscaping. You got your shovels, you got all this shit. I have to come over here and tear up all this shit. Spend 8-9 hours doing this. I get calls from the public all over your shtick. Okay? But yeah, the tree stuff, that's an absolute fucking no-go. That pisses me off. You know. Bird. That thing's on fire. That's how it pisses me off.
Okay. I don't want you to set anything on fire. So
No, I'm a radical. Trust me, boys. Fucking radical from the 70s. Hard fucking core.
That's not a word.
All right, gasoline. You know, pour sugar in the gasoline tanks. Set the fucking.
That's like saying irregardless.
That kind of radical. That's how bad I am. Really bad.
okay.
Somebody who says that
In
is
the park.
definitely not that bad.
Don't fuck up the landscaping. All right. Don't do it here.
Like fire is
And
not
every
going to
time it
mess up the
snows, my
landscaping.
dick takes a beating with this shit. Really fucking hard.
Hey, yo!
You know.
Sounds a bit sus, man. Not gonna lie.
Every time it snows, my dick takes a beating.
Okay, we got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
I don't want to call RPD, get the cops involved, all this kind of shit. But like that stuff is just absolutely a no-go.
Okay.
Plus the landscaping thing.
What are they doing?
Don't do the park.
They were snowboarding in a city park in Reno, Nevada. And they build ramps and mess up the landscaping. And he's one of the city park employees.
So he doesn't actually have any authority.
He does. He's like a park employee, so he can tell them to leave. You know, all he's saying is like, watch. He says, if you guys are just building ramps, that's fine, but you're messing up the landscaping and you're scraping up the rails and stuff. And then someone calls the council, and it's one big shitstorm. And he's kicking them out.
Find some other area. Lots of bare hills over here. I drive and see them every day.
Okay. Sounds
Don't do
good.
them in the park.
We'll leave.
It's cool. Everybody's on YouTube. You know, bang a fat girl. Put that on YouTube. I'd watch that shit. I don't care about some fucking 20-somethings on a rail on an edge on a
What?
snowboard.
Okay.
And I fucking
my
snowboard.
gosh.
And I'm
Nice.
52 fucking years old. Huh? Anything that comes along. Got a Burton board. Basic bullshit.
Takes
You know.
a beating.
What's that? Sean White? Yeah, shit. Sean White's
Mr.
here.
White.
Fucking helicopter in here, bang your mom and your girlfriend, and then set your board on fire. Well,
What?
tell you what, Sean
What
White
is
wouldn't
he
piss her
saying?
off.
What is happening?
I don't know. That's why this video is so funny. He says, "What is this guy talking about?"
End up City Park and do it. But just don't fuck around with my rails because the neighbors will go ape
Like he
shit.
took like
Okay.
an
I gotta deal
AI
with them.
generator and just randomly threw out lines like
For weeks.
Okay. We'll get out of here.
And I'll find out where you live because I love doing that too.
That's scary.
I have no fucking life. I live in Reno. This is a shithole. Okay, what do you think I have to do? Follow you guys around?
I live
Yeah.
in Fallon.
What's that?
I live in Fallon.
Well, that's a bigger shithole.
Yeah, it is.
Too bad for you.
It's pretty tight,
Sucks for
yeah.
you.
He's right. Reno's a shithole, dude. Sorry to
Jesus.
cuss. But I used to live in Reno, man, back when I was like 19. Oh my gosh. Luna, what's going on, my friend?
I made it. I have to say something. I was watching this and I was drinking water. It just came out of my mouth. God damn it.
Luna, question for you. What are 3 foods that you just can't stand? That you will not eat because they're so gross?
Beans.
What kind of beans? Or just beans in general?
Beans in general, because that's like the national food in Turkey. So
Oh, okay.
I hate it when it comes in front of me. I hate olives. Like, let's put it this way. I would eat them if I was starving, but if I'm not, no thanks. And hold on, what was the name? I forgot. Hold on. Slimy vegetable.
Is it okra? Is it green?
Hold on, let me check. Yeah, it is okra. Yeah.
Yeah, okra. Yeah. You know what? Hey, guys.
Yeah, that thing.
Here, guys.
I hate it so much.
Here, take my black card, but I do not like okra. I'm sorry. I just don't. Yes, it's supposed to be a black thing or a southern thing. Watermelon, fried chicken, and okra. Sorry, I'll take the watermelon. I'll take the fried chicken, but I'm not eating any okra. I'm sorry. No way, man. I can't stand it.
I used to stand it, but I think my mom bought it in. I can't. Hold on. What's the name? I forgot again. English dictionary.
Good.
Oh yeah, can. Yeah, of course. Oh, how did I forget that? My mom bought it in a can, and as she was pouring it in, I saw the freaking mucus coming out of it, and I was like, "Ew, no way!" Like,
and I like things like New Orleans gumbo is good, but they put okra in it, so I have to eat around the okra. You know, it's got a lot of flavor. It's got shrimp and sausage and rice and all the stuff in it. But then they gotta ruin it and throw okra in there, man. I am not a fan of okra either, man. That's for sure. Ugh.
Yeah, those are the 3 things I can think of. Like, there's actually I love the sour taste of okra. It's just the whole texture just
the texture throws it off too. It's so slimy. It doesn't matter how you cook it, even if you like deep fry it and it's like got breading, it's still icky on the inside.
It's just too mushy, like ugh. So there's this dish in Cyprus called molohia. That's the only thing that I can actually enjoy, like the same kind of sourness without the whole mucus. So no, it's not okra. It's a whole different thing called molohia.
Oh.
It may come up. I don't know.
I cannot spell that.
MOLO.
MOLO. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Is it KIHIA?
Yeah, maybe it's the English version. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like this.
Oh,
I love this one. So it has the same kind of sourness without the mucus. So yeah, it tastes awesome.
Yeah, I've tried this before. Yum.
Maybe it's a Cypriot thing, but I don't know if it exists in other places. So not sure.
5 more seconds.
I live in Maui, San Francisco, Santa Fe. Trust me, nice places. I fucked up. I lost my home. Got divorced. Don't fucking do that either. Don't ride a board down here. All right? Don't do it. I'm just going to get the neighbors go ape shit. Then they call the council. Then it just turns into one big shit storm.
Okay.
You know, but don't do it here.
Can I ask something? What did the guy do? Like, what did he do in the park?
Snowboarding, apparently.
Yeah, they were snowboarding.
That's it?
Yeah, but the thing is...
Yeah, and he decides to dump his entire trauma of the last 20 years on these kids for no reason.
Jesus.
You know, I get paid for this shit. It's showing the light, you know.
We know back in NAM we had...
I'm a whoremonger, trust me. I'm an angry fucking 50-year-old guy. Trust me. Mean son of a bitch. I go out tonight.
And he walks away like a child.
Don't fuck with my tree. No, it's called just fucking with my trees. You break up a tree, you might as well be fingering my baby sister. Whoa.
Hey, yo.
That's how I feel about it.
And he has no problem with setting stuff on fire?
Pouring it hard. Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Just don't fuck up the trees. Don't come back and do the
This
half
guy
shit.
needs serious mental health.
I know all this stuff is really attractive to you, but you try to do it someplace where it's not, you're not going to be damaged. No, just build the park. I'll fucking tear it up. I'll tear it up. It's in the city park. I will tear the motherfucker up. Does that make sense to you? You should be sparking up a bone. Just fucking get lit. You know, you should be doing all those.
He should be sparking up a bone. Fucking getting lit.
Fun.
He's trying to do the lingo, but it's just not working.
Break a man, always do it sexually. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
What?
Break a man that way. You're making me a bitch for life.
That's
Hey, live in mountains.
Yeah.
That's what I want for winter. I want girls naked. I want the beach. That's what I want. Oiled up.
What does that have
That's
to
what
do
you
with
want.
snowboarding?
Not that winter stuff. Yeah, don't do it in the park. Yeah, please. Do it. I mean, plenty of hillsides around here. You go over to Whitaker, you can fight the bums. You can do a bum fight, and then watch the, you know, because they will build you a half pipe for like 2 tall boys.
Nice.
Yeah, but I know how attractive it is. But this is something that every time it snows right here, that's what we've been doing, just tearing these shit down. Because what happens is they build these ramps and these jumps. If it's just a matter of just getting on your board and doing it, fine. But don't build the ramps and jumps and don't
Do
do
this.
this.
Do you guys remember bum fights? Anyone?
Yeah, there was a
That was
Dr.
like the
Phil
worst.
episode about it.
That was the absolute worst.
The Dr. Phil episode about it. The guy who runs it shows up and he's dressed as Dr. Phil.
Yeah. There was bum fights, and then there was those guys, they were like the OC, the Orange County Mafia, and they would go around like beating up homeless people in LA. So they were like these rich kids from Beverly Hills, and they would go to like Skid Row and stuff and just jump out of the car and like just jump people. It was crazy. And then bum fights, it was like the early days of the internet, right? Well, of like YouTube and stuff. And they would offer bums food to beat each other up. It's crazy. And then they were like putting it online, like, we're so cool, man, you know? So
yeah, that's pathetic.
I like you. You're funny. You're funny. You really are. I don't know where the hell I'm going, but I love it. And you know what? For a Friday night or Saturday night, this is like fun. What do you do? What do you do? Don't do normally? Oh well, I take guys around. I'm playing around. I'm going back to 275.
Isn't it funny that he's basically talking to himself this whole time? Just like in the interrogation, right? He's basically talking to himself. Like the cops might as well not even be there, right? He's just such an idiot that he's just basically carrying his own conversation, you know?
You know what? The bottom line is, I'm going to find it where.
What's that?
You give any man enough rope.
That's true.
Where the fuck you are, and I'm going to take you to my house and I'm going to fuck your brains out.
Yay!
You think?
That was the most unbelievable yay.
Yay!
Oh yay! Committed for crimes. Yeah.
Just the Y-A-A-A-Y and dot. Just that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know what? You know, all the conversations you have kept away from that.
Kept away from it? What do you mean kept
Yeah, you never said you want to even look at me. Touch me.
I'm nervous.
They say that you can find like his pictures of his nasty self online. That's the thing that I don't do. I am not trying to find all their pictures that they sent to the decoy. No thanks, man.
So, you know?
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what I observed.
You know.
I know. But it's cautious. I don't blame you. That's the same cautiousness I have.
So he's trying to shame the
Yes.
13-year-old.
If anybody found out that I was
onto him enough, essentially.
That's how a lot of these guys are, though. They said most of the things it's them trying to get the decoy. Tell me what you want me to do to you. No, I want you to tell me exactly. Who was it that was like he said her entire name. I want you to tell me what you want to do to me. Who was that? I gotta look it up, man.
I mean, so many people said that.
Yeah.
A 13-year-old. God, they would fire me like left and right. Okay, I'm back. I am back to the car dealer.
Okay,
I'm
are you on
fine.
27?
It's 27.
Okay, are you back
That's
on
right.
27?
It says 27, not 127.
Oh yeah, there it is.
27.
Yeah, Jameson says it was Chris Urban. Yeah, that's right. As if it's like, as if she says that, then it's like those knuckleheads that think, oh, if I ask you if you're a cop and you're a cop, you have to tell me, right?
Well, that's what my druggy friend said.
I wish Steven was on the line. He could say the Jeff Stacy quotes.
7.
Yeah, you want to
If
be
I
on
turn,
27. You want to be on 27 heading away from Cincinnati.
okay, I got that. Good. We're
Okay,
on
keep
same.
going on 27.
Okay, same wave track.
Pardon?
Same wave tracking. We're going to run out of time, and we're not going to have a chance to do this, aren't we?
We're going to have time.
I'm trying. Okay, now I'm back here at this intersection of 471.
Okay, is there a bridge?
Can I say something?
No, it's just 471 north.
The decoy is sounding exactly like Minnie Mouse. It just bothers me a bit. Like she's trying so hard to act like a minor. It kind of bothers me.
And you think all these signs, like that's just the thing about why we can't put ourselves in the minds of these idiots, is because rational people. Well, first of all, I wouldn't be doing this anyways. But like, even if you were, there's so many like red flags and things that should have popped up.
Yeah, I mean, this girl's voice got higher with every single phone call. Before you know it, she's just gonna be a dog whistle. Like it's not even gonna be a
It's gonna
voice.
be a Jeff Stacy.
Like it's just gonna be static by the
She'll be breaking glasses, champagne glasses or whatever.
or like one of those dog whistles.
Did you ever see Teen Wolf, the movie? Anyone?
No, but I should have.
Oh, with Michael J. Fox. Oh, check it out. It's so good. Where he has the scene where, because he's like turning into a werewolf and he's in the store and he's like, ah, in his ears, he hears this loud screeching noise. And he's like, oh, what is that? It's this kid with a dog whistle. He grabs it out of his hand. What are you doing? The kid's like, dude, it's a dog whistle. But because he's a werewolf, it's like in his ears. It's pretty cool.
471 south or 275 turning right.
Hang on. Where are you?
I just turned on to 27.
South or north? Are you going away from Cincinnati?
Yes.
Okay, you're on 27?
I
You're
was.
Cincinnati, right?
I'm going to live in Cincinnati.
Okay, you're still on 27 though, right? Quit confusing me.
Well, I'm at an intersection.
At an intersection?
I just imagine this guy in a single parking lot just going around in circles.
In the Lowe's parking lot.
Like he's still in the same parking lot, but like he thinks he's somewhere else because he's so drunk he can't see where he's going.
Imagine that you like log in for a late shift at Lowe's. It's like 6 p.m. And then you just close down your register, and it's like 10:30 p.m. Like it's 6 o'clock, and you see this Buick pull in right at 6. Then it's like 10:30, and you're being let out of the store, and this Buick is still driving in circles. What's this Buick doing here, Stowe?
That's immediately what I thought of. Like he's just going in the same circle.
It's like that Stephen King movie, Maximum Overdrive, where the cars come to life.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Maximum Overdrive. No way.
I was obsessed with that movie when I was little. They're all like stuck in a gas station or something.
Check this movie out, man. Yeah, this is one of the best, worst movies, man, that you'll ever see. This movie is great. Look at this.
Quick question. Awesome. Speaking of bad movies, has anybody heard of Samurai Cop?
No, let me look. Samurai.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so funny, but it's like so horrible. It's hilarious.
Wait, I think I know that. As soon as I saw the pictures, I was like, wait.
The acting is horrendous. It's so funny.
This movie. Yeah.
I remember a few memes about this, but I can't remember right now.
Maniac Cop.
What's up with his chin? What?
Yeah, it bothers me.
He looks like, you know when cats swallow a bee and then they get
and they get stung. Yeah, Maniac Cop. You have the right to remain silent forever.
Damn.
Oh man. So we used to go to Blockbuster and just get like the crappiest like horror films and B movies, man. Oh, it was so good. What about American?
We should watch something from Samurai Cop because it's just too funny.
Ninja.
Do you guys know the Amazing Bulk? I just forgot the name, but
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one too.
It's horrible.
But
in a good way.
What in the world is this? Have you seen the movie?
That's like the Barney crossed with the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
That's more like Jack slightly chilled.
Yo, check out this. This is one of the worst movies you will ever see in your life, dude. This like serial killer guy, he gets like in an industrial accident and is like, and his consciousness gets transferred into a killer snowman.
How does that even happen?
This is like on the Big Bang Theory where Penny does a serial apist. Where she's like a killer gorilla or whatever. Oh man, terrible. Some of these movies were just horrible, but you just gotta watch them because they're so bad. And then there's another movie. It was American Samurai. Yeah, here it is. This movie's awesome. Has anyone seen Bloodsport with Van Damme in it? Okay, I'm assuming that's a no.
I'm more of a Steven Seagal guy.
This movie is called American Samurai, and it's like that, but they use weapons instead. And Mark Dacascos, look at how young that he was. Man, you guys check. This movie's actually pretty darn good, man. Some of the fight scenes in it are really, really good. Say the acting is absolute trash. But the fact that there's like, they're swinging swords and stuff at each other is really, really, really cool, man. So anyways, I digress. Here, let's actually go to part of the interrogation real quick. And we can do another live and do the rest of the calls. But let's do interrogation. And we're not going to get through the whole thing, guys. Oh, it's remastered. Okay. Look at that. Look at the video quality. No way. Wait, this one. Hold on. This one is.
It's still on American Samurai.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
It's relative
It
too.
really
Oh, he made the
I'm-
sound better too. Because you know that the sound.
There we
on the
go.
other one-
We're out driving.
No, I don't want to admit that.
Okay. Did you come out to see somebody today?
Somebody.
Why does his mustache look fake? Like it looks like
Well,
it's
who
one
was
of
that?
like those party ones.
Look at his jowls, man.
Cheyenne something.
How'd you meet Cheyenne?
I was online, came up.
Okay.
Man.
When you
If who is this person who did this? I don't even know.
Does
how
he
to
have
say
a Joker's card there? Like,
that. They call that like was it a Glasgow something or other? It's It looks like someone did that to him on purpose, actually.
Yeah,
But whoever you are to this guy, thank you for this because the original version, the sound is terrible. So whoever remastered the sound, thank you.
raw online, do you do that at home or do you
I do it at home.
do it at home? Okay.
Yes.
Is that generally the only place you do it?
Yes.
Okay. What do you have your own personal computer or laptop?
Yes.
It's a,
Both.
oh, do you have both?
Oh, guys, just it's both. Get it right. And oh no, he's so cool. He has two laptops, guys.
Two laptops.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's my business.
Okay, it's your business. Okay.
What type of business?
I do web pages for University of Cincinnati. I have access to those.
Didn't Meat Rocket work for a college also? He did, right?
Yeah, I
And
think
he
it was only like
there's private data on my computer. So you guys better recognize.
I need to have access to them in order to do business with them.
And you usually use all those computers to chat to people or chat, or you just use one specific, or
How dare you ask me such a question? Oops.
And because the fact of the business that I'm in, chat is a part of what I do. And chat is a part of University of Cincinnati distance learning.
okay.
And I
It's
need
part
to
of
be
his
able
job,
to do
okay?
to access that in order to be able to do the business I do
Okay.
with them.
Okay.
I have to be able to chat with
So
middle
Matt-
schoolers, sir. It is a requirement.
He's another one with his smugness. You just want to just kick him right in his face. You know what I mean? Like really, just look at how he's like, how dare you even like have me right here, right now? Like how?
can I say something real quick?
Of course.
Patrick said something, two laptops like Neil Breen, and I was like going crazy here because do you guys know Neil Breen?
No, who is? Let's see.
Zach, don't you know?
Yes, yes. Oh my
I
god!
need you to know.
You
How
lost
could you
me,
have done this? How could you have deleted yourself? I can't believe you deleted yourself.
This guy.
Who is
This
he?
guy.
There's a
do you
video.
know-
Oh, he made a bunch of movies. and
Oh,
stuff, but-
he's the guy that James Franco did the movie of, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's Tommy
Oh.
No,
Wiseau.
that's Tony
Oh.
that's Tommy Wiseau. No,
Oh, then
Yeah.
I have no clue.
this guy. There's this one scene where like one of the characters was like offed or whatever, and he comes in and he thinks the guy offed himself, and so he says, "Oh," but he says it in such a monotone way, and then he's just got like
Yeah,
red.
the acting. Like,
I'm gonna say ketchup. It's obviously not ketchup,
yeah.
but he had like ketchup all over his hands. And he goes, "I can't believe You offed yourself. I cannot believe you did this. Like, he doesn't even. It's so
Yeah, it
funny.
doesn't even. Yeah, and I think Patrick means there was a scene where he's like a hacker or something, and the laptops are completely turned off, and he's randomly pressing buttons as if he's hacking.
I gotta check this out now, man. Look at this guy. If David Hasselhoff is like Dr. Pepper, then this guy is like, what's the Walmart version? Like
Dr. Bob, I think.
Dr. Bob, yeah. Let's see.
So you met Cheyenne.
I didn't meet Cheyenne. She came after me.
Okay, she came after you. Tell me about that.
I don't.
It's so crazy that the big like hot topic pants are back in style. Like, it's one of my. No, what's this called? Hot topic big pants. I just saw someone walk by my window wearing these. I can't believe these are back in, dude. This is like 2001,
Yes.
2002, man. I'm not even talking about Jinkos. Talking about like the raver flavor pants, man. Like
Those I find them really cool, but the thing is, they're so expensive. Like, you might as well make one yourself.
yeah,
Like, you can just get a pair of pants from the thrift store or something and put straps on them, and then boom, you're done.
you can probably just find pairs of these at the thrift stores.
Sometimes I've rarely ever found them. You could probably find them at like the bins or something, but I
Yeah.
almost never find these.
You guys hear noise? That's my cat being silly. What are you doing, you silly cat? All right, here we go.
I don't know exactly what happened at all. I have no recollection at all what happened for her to make contact with me. I don't know. Was I on some line of some sort? I have no idea.
So you were chatting, and she came on to you while you were chatting sometime.
Well, somebody did, who that Cheyenne is.
You know how old Cheyenne was?
She told me she was 13, and I was very, very, very. I don't do that.
Okay.
I don't want to do that. I mean, I'm not there.
Not there.
No, not at all. I'd be happy, like give me an 18, 19-year-old. I'd be happy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 13-year-olds, God, it's gross.
Not your thing.
Yeah.
And
I've played enough LA Noir to know he's lying.
Objection.
And Ace Attorney 2.
Objection.
Yeah.
Objection here.
This guy, he's so drunk and so out of it, but then he's still like his decision making, his driving skills, everything's
Look
gone.
at that shine on his forehead too.
The
Like that.
problem is he's drunk enough to have that drunken confidence.
Yeah,
that he's
well,
gonna
but
talk his
remember,
way
he
out of
had
it.
that arrogance before, and now the liquid courage has taken this smugness and arrogance to like new levels, man. Like he's on Mount Olympus level arrogance and smugness now, man. Seriously.
when you were talking to Cheyenne on the chat line, what'd you guys talk about?
Well, and up until this afternoon, which was I don't know what I gave in for, but I thought she was more like an adult. But no, I was very, very cautious not to be there. I didn't want to be there.
Okay.
I really don't. That's not my
That's
thing.
his
I don't
best
like it.
defense,
Don't want it.
guys.
Don't want it. Oh, there's what.
But you might have a little curiosity.
He really came all this way for no reason.
No, I don't even.
Which is
I'm
normal.
not even curiosity. I don't have any curiosity about it.
Isn't that seriously
It's
waste
too
my
young.
gas?
It's stupid. And now you can go back and look at all the records of the conversations I've had. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It's stupid. I don't. That's not what I want to be.
Okay. You know,
I don't even. That's not.
I
me.
thought he was gonna say I don't even like girls. That That would have been a slip, right?
No, not at all.
Do you have any type of webcam?
You got a whole
or anything
Anthony
like that?
Palumbo situation.
No webcam.
Seriously.
It might be a better
Do you ever
defense
use
than
it?
what he's trying.
For any purposes?
Seriously. He's not even.
True. My excuse to come here is that I went to Atlantic City.
I seriously came here to tell her I wasn't going to be here. Like Rob
Yeah,
Klein.
it's. I don't do well in the dark. I don't like driving in the dark. That's why.
Palumbo. Yeah, we're gonna have a check out Palumbo live, but I made a deal that that my subscriber Anthony Palumbo has to be on the live stream.
It's available.
Okay.
Use it. I don't know what that means.
Okay. Right. So we didn't get into what you guys talked about. What you guys talked about?
I was very, very up until today, which is obviously the reason the results have come. I have been very, very cautious of not talking about anything. I do not.
Yeah, that's the thing. Jameson said, yeah, he's like, I'm not gay or anything. That's what Anthony Palumbo said, right? It's so weird that there are guys that, so for instance, John Wayne Gacy, right? Everyone knows who he was.
Unfortunately.
Okay. So for those who don't know, John Wayne Gacy was the killer clown, right?
Oh, okay. I know him. Okay.
So he was a real terrible excuse for a human being. So he would assault and delete young men, right? But do you know the one thing that he did not want to be called is gay? He would insist that he's not gay, that he's bisexual, he would never be gay, all this other stuff. It's like, dude, I think if you assault...
But either way...
Huh?
But either way, I mean, the fact that he's like, oh, offing people's fine, but
yeah,
gay, no, that's where I crossed the line. I
Isn't
mean,
that crazy?
Yeah, in addition, he actually said a lot of things about Dahmer for being gay, I suppose.
Yeah,
I can't remember. He was so
isn't it
stupid.
crazy? But that people can dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge in their heads when it comes to this stuff, like the mental gymnastics that it takes to try and have that type of reasoning, and I just don't understand. Like he admitted to assaulting, he admitted to deleting, he admitted to all of that, and then but he just won't. Oh no! I'll be a person that deletes people, but gay? Oh no! Don't call me that.
And the background sirens, whoever has those background sirens goes.
Are they after you,
the
Josh? Are you doing dirt over there, Josh?
Sorry, what was that?
We heard
those
sirens
in
from
the back.
someone.
Oh no! Hey, that's Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn for you.
To be involved with a 13-year-old, I do not like it. I don't want it, and for some reason, I just relaxed and
what?
So who do you think you were talking to?
another person.
Okay.
Really, that's perfect. And that's honest with you, for whatever worth value that is. I cannot condone the statements that I would have made this afternoon to her. I wish I could retract them, not because of you guys, but because of the fact that I
Amazing comment.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They finally got me.
Jim, I understand, right? And I understand.
Oh, guys, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It helps the algorithm.
You've made a mistake, okay? I've read the chats.
Right. And you can see how
I see here where you told her that you wanted to fuck around, and that you
we're in what provoked that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go down the. I'm not going to go to the details of the thing. I understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I know what you're doing.
I'm just.
Hey Luna, just so you know, he's actually speaking English here.
Oh.
I know that you might find it impossible to believe, but he's actually speaking English.
Wow. I had no idea.
Oh man. I wish if Liverpool Cat Lady, if you're watching this, one day I wish that you would call in so that people couldn't hear your accent. She has that Liverpool, that Scouse accent. It's so cool.
I'm just trying to understand here.
I did not meet with her. Number one. Number two, I didn't really
because you couldn't find her, you knucklehead.
Meet with her. Okay. It was. I really. If you go to the bottom lines of things, let's talk about.
Oh, guys. Oh, you got. Okay, we got to go to the bottom lines of things, guys. Okay, just in case you didn't know, you got to go to the bottom lines of things. All right. It's all clear.
The facts that I denied, and I did not want to do that. I really did not want to.
Jim, I know you're under a lot of pressure right now.
I'm not
sure
under
your wife.
pressure at all. I'm not. I'm really not. I mean, obviously.
Old School Glass, Patrick, Slaps 36. What's going on, guys? Welcome.
And here's a little bit of pressure, but that's not.
Are you married?
Yes. No. God, no. You want her? You can have her.
What? What was this? Yes. No. Is he married?
My goodness. This guy.
The witch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was Michael Gentile, but
that was the Gentile guy. Yeah.
That's enough for me.
Yeah, this was just give her ammunition. That's all.
I'm not trying to give no ammunition for nobody. This is just me, you, and Kate here. Okay.
Well, it's not, but
okay.
I did not do anything to this, whatever this person is, whoever it is. I did not intentionally meet with. I met with this person because this person, whoever it is, male or female or whatever, enticed me to the point where I wanted to, and I
did you. So you guys did talk about sexual acts in your conversations.
I don't know that.
Okay. You liar.
I feel like
I don't know.
The policeman. Hold on, I'm sorry. I feel like the policemen are slowly like zoning out as he's speaking, so they have to like go back to the questions.
No, so what they do is they lead you into these traps, right? Like they ask you multiple questions, like, and then ones that they know that you're going to answer either correctly or incorrectly, so that it shows that you're obviously like a liar and a bad person, right? And then they will lead you into these traps, right? So they'll ask you something and then ask you a particular thing. They'll lead you on a line of questioning and ask you something where the answer is the exact opposite of everything that you said for the last like 5 minutes, and then you look like a complete asshole, like this guy.
He's talking so much. Like I'm literally zoning out. Like, what was the question? Hold on.
Speaking of that, Josh, Zeph, or Luna, who wants to give the speech this time? The caveat, the what's it called? Who wants to give the speech?
I guess I can do it.
Yeah, Zeph, go. You always do
it. Okay. So, I'm not
a disclaimer.
I'm not a disclaimer. Basically, cops aren't your friends, but there are some that can be okay and some that are not so good. But overall, they are not your friends. So don't act like they're your friends if they tell you, "Oh, We're just trying to see what's going on. They're not your friends. So yeah.
And keep your mouth shut.
Yep.
You have rights, guys. Do not waive your rights. We're one of the only countries, one of the only times in history where you have rights once you are in the custody of the authorities. Most of the world doesn't still to this day. Keep your mouth shut. Get a lawyer. That's it. And the reason why these knuckleheads keep doing this, I swear, is sheer hubris. The arrogance. They honestly think that they're going to talk their way out of this. That's the only reason why anyone surrounded by cops in a police station would talk this much, you know? And it is funny. I said this, and what's his name? Abalash, the guy where he's like, so what happens to me now? And the guy goes, well, now you go to jail. There's a lot of immigrants who know to ask for a lawyer because he lawyered up quick, you know? But it just seems like the rest of these guys just keep talking and talking and talking and talking. So,
no, I really don't know. It doesn't really, as far as I'm concerned,
You know,
it doesn't matter.
you know, Jim, I'm just trying to figure out what really happened. Because if we don't talk about it now, and if I just give this to somebody, they're going to think you are a sick, maybe possibly a child predator, and I don't think you're that point. Okay.
look at that lip smack. That smacking thing he does with his mouth. Yuck.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
Also, his mustache looks like it's from like, you know, one of those like Halloween stores.
Yeah,
you
just
kind
slapped it in.
you just kind of paste that. And I wonder how much time that he spends in the morning, like grooming his stash. Probably the same amount of time that he spends trying to groom little children. You know what I mean? So,
And you're not. But if we don't talk about it, what else? What else can I tell people? Say, you know, Jim made a mistake.
I
This is what
didn't
happened.
follow through, number one. Number two, because the fact I didn't follow through is I'm not so sure that I wasn't turned down the street right when he was picked up.
what?
The
The fact that he couldn't find the place means that, you know, he would have just turned off right before he got to the house. Okay, I see it now.
Back on the records, on the results, there have been at least three times where I turned around.
Like he did it on purpose. Like he meant to turn himself around like 20 times.
Yeah, 3 is a pretty conservative number.
What was that? I forget what it was on. It was a comedy show where it was like, how are we not there yet? Your instructions are wrong. No, I said to take a right first, a right on Arizona's zona, a right on this and a right on that. Wait, what? Did you just say to take 4 rights? Yeah, what? That's a circle, you idiot. We've been going around in circles for an hour.
And I don't do this. Number one, I don't really want to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me some sex. Okay.
Uh-uh.
And I'll find ways to do the sex, but don't not this.
I'll find ways to do the sex. Oh man.
This really crap.
If nobody stopped you tonight, what do you think might have happened?
Nothing.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing. And I'll be honest with you about that. I nothing. Nothing would have happened. Okay. God, is this a place to tell the stories?
As good a place as any. Jim, we're just trying to be honest with each other.
I went to a swingers club last night and walked out.
Where's that at?
In Dayton.
Can I say something? I don't know why. I want to hit this guy in the face with a guitar. I don't know why I'm thinking that.
like Jeff Jarrett style in wrestling, God.
like
man.
hold it like a baseball bat and just go boom as the guitar makes this weird noise. Like, I
Probably
don't know
knock
why
some
it's so-
sense into this.
No, I don't think that that's possible. I think that that's actually giving him more credit than he deserves. You know.
Well, that's
Like we can make it harder and just go with an electric guitar or something. That those would hurt like a
oh, I've
a
got one.
something.
So
Yeah.
This is my favorite part of the whole thing. Is when he keeps talking about the swingers club and acting like he's like, hold on. He's acting like he's a prime Burt Reynolds
Oh,
from the 70s, dude.
Oh god.
This is who he thinks he is. He's walking into the swingers club like, how you doing?
Ugh. Thanks.
Oh man, I walked into the swingers club and I just walked straight out. There was all kinds of girls who were all over me, man. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, no thanks. You know, like what's his name? Slave to mistresses. There was all kinds of women that were trying to have sex with me. Yep.
Dayton, Ohio, Kentucky.
Dayton, Ohio. I walked out. And the reason I walked out is because.
Is there?
Is there?
John,
I was
drop
curious.
the link. Yeah, drop the link.
Yeah, I want to see.
No, it's not for me. I'm not selective. I don't want you to think of it as being selective.
What's a Chuck E. Cheese hammer?
The things it's you know the thing where you gotta hit the target and the thing goes all the way up to see how strong you are to hit the bell at the top.
yeah,
Like
the
one
bell
of
thing.
those-
I've seen those at the Ren.
Okay, I got it.
I'm looking for some satisfaction from somebody. And I'm not looking. And again, my own motivation is not to just find somebody who's interested in me. Okay, not young, not old, not fat, not.
All right, guys, everyone put your guitars away and get your violins. Okay.
And not someone who is interested in who I am. And that's where we are.
And how long have you and your wife been divorced? Or been separated? Or
We've been divorced for 2000. What was it? 4 years? Almost 5 years.
5 years ago?
Did he almost say 2000?
I've had it.
She said her name was 22.
I've had relationships with other women.
Yeah, John, you can drop the link there. Yeah, like in the comment section. I mean, in the chat. Yeah.
It's not that. It's not a sexual thing at all.
What is it?
There's somebody, and I guess, and I put this out. Maybe this isn't the right place for doing it, but Cheyenne, whoever Cheyenne is,
I'm gonna make an anime thread in the Discord, man, because there's a lot of really, really, really good anime now. And the thing is, the thing is like, so I don't watch a lot of newer anime because like I've been in the anime since the 80s, so I'm catching up on all the anime from the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s that like I just couldn't watch because I didn't have access, right? But now people have so much access now, and there's so much anime, like it's kind of hard to like be to like know which ones to watch, because I would say the only thing that can the number one emotional investment is a good book series, right? Nothing's better than a good set of novels. Then I would say anime. Nothing gets you in, and nothing pulls at your emotions more than a good anime series. And then I would say like a good like Netflix show or a good streaming service show where you watch, Game of Thrones or The Sopranos or whatever. But I have, man, you want to talk about staying up for days. You watch a good anime and you're up for days at a time. Like, oh, I really should, like leave the house at some point, but I can't because I got to watch this stupid show.
Hold on. Can I say two things?
Yeah.
Real quick. First of all, imagine like a Japanese dub over these Predator.
Oh, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious, man.
Like someone should do it, I bet.
like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure style thing, like just
just this whole like harsh,
like a whole like
harsh
you wouldn't
Japanese
beat up an
voice.
old man with glasses now, would you? And then
Yeah, it just and the guy goes, I don't know. 18歳だったわ、わからない.
Yeah, that's...
something like this really harsh Japanese.
Yeah, man, these are some of the old ones I used to watch. I still need to finish Mermaid Star is good. And then that show was great. I'm finishing Ranma 1/2. That's a great show. If you haven't watched that. And Flame of Recca. This is a good one too. Yeah, this is a good one too. This was my generation of anime, right? And then what else?
Dragon Ball, maybe.
Actually, Dragon Ball I watched for a little bit, and then it got really competitive. I mean, really repetitive. So, but Crying Freeman's really, really, really good. What is it called?
for mangas, like if we're talking mangas specifically, I would have to say Cirque du Freak is a good one. It's about like this.
What is it
these
called?
Kids where like it's called Cirque du Freak,
Oh.
and so Cirque like circus in French.
Yeah.
Cirque du Freak, and it's about these two friends that one of them wants to be a vampire or something.
Oh,
And it
okay.
ends up happening. I read it in middle school. The movie is terrible.
Yeah,
but I read it in middle
that's
school.
how it usually works. And then what's the other one? Believe it or not, Prince of Tennis is really, really, really good. Look, they make tennis cool, okay. And then Janet says Berserk. Yeah, John says
that's a
says
good
Robotech. What's the other one? Venus Wars. Yeah, this one's good too. And then
also there's another one. I think it's like Seven Deadly Sins. I think it is. Well, there's characters that are the Seven Deadly Sins, but it's Full Metal Alchemist.
That's
a good one. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. This is the North Star, and then yes, Full Metal. Okay, all right.
That's a really good one.
Okay, guys. When I was downloading these episodes, I mean, allegedly, I was downloading these episodes off of LimeWire back in the day, right?
Good day.
Allegedly. And
Allegedly.
do you know how long that it would take to get a whole episode off of LimeWire? It would take days, right? So there was like 50-something episodes. And episode 49 is when Scar finally gets deleted. And that one episode was not on LimeWire. I'm like, no, I couldn't find it. Oh, I was so mad, dude. This was good. And then here. There we go. This one's good too. Appleseed is really, really, really good. This is an old school one. And then obviously this is a good one too. If you haven't watched the Bubblegum Crisis, this one's really, really, really good. So this is old school, man. This is the 80s right here. Yeah, and then of course, yeah, Yu Hakusho is really, really good too. This is one of my favorites. Fist of the North Star. They have two. They have one from the 70s. They have the movie from the 80s. They did a 2003 reboot of it. And then John. So Voltron is originally called Go Lion. originally, and the storyline is completely different. Like Goal Line is like not a good guy, or was it? And Earth gets destroyed, and they go to get Goal Line to delete the guy that destroyed the Earth. So there's nothing really like heroic. It's actually a revenge story, but then they changed the story to make it Voltron. So yeah, this is a good one. And then they had all right, okay. Patrick and Don, do you remember the 15-piece Voltron? One Voltron. Pieces. Look at this, man. I used to have all of these toys, man. Look at that. All of these would form Voltron, whereas the other one was just 5 lions. Yeah, vehicle team Go Lion. And then they had original Go Lion. And they had an episode with both of the Voltrons in it. Oh, it was so cool, man. Look at that. I used to have this. Man, oh man, that's what I'm talking about. And then hold on, there was one last Appleseed. Ron. Oh, obviously. Yeah, this is my favorites. Yeah, this one's great.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm gonna have to go.
No worries.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thanks for calling in as usual.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, post all your favorite anime in the anime thread tonight because I'm gonna make it here in a little bit. So yeah. All right, Zeph.
Hi, Zeph.
But yeah. There's so many good, and then obviously, I'm so off topic. Initial D is one of my favorites too, man. This is a great one. Really, really, really good. But yeah, man, nothing really pulls you in like anime or a good book. And everyone likes Naruto now, but it's kind of like cliche to like Naruto. Not as much as Dragon Ball Z, but they made a live action movie, Initial D. It's really, 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 really good. But Sailor Moon is good though.
I'm actually a fan of Gintama, but I guess nobody knows it.
So Initial D is made by Andy Lau, who's a Hong Kong action theater guy, and it's funny that they're driving Japanese cars using Japanese names, but it's in Chinese, right? So Takumi's name is Takumi, but his name is Tahoe in Chinese. So check it out. It's a great film because they actually drive the cars and they're barreling down the mountains. But what was the one you said?
Gintama.
How do you spell that?
Gintama. It's a parody. It's hilarious. I usually only watch like funny anime for some reason. This out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Post this in the Discord, and then there's here. You'll like this one. It's good too.
Oh, I think I know this one.
Yeah, this one's fantastic, man. And then the other one was Inchi Moyo. Yeah, there we go. This one's really, really good. I never liked Inuyasha. Like everyone likes Inuyasha, but I don't really like it.
Yeah, me neither, actually. So
it's kind of lame, you know.
I'm kind of neutral against it. Like I don't like it. I don't hate it. Like I'm in the middle.
Patrick says that Tuxedo Mask is the most handsome anime character ever. But if you haven't seen Ranma one half, Luna, check it out. It's really, really, really good. It's a really, really, really funny, fun anime. So, anyways, we'll watch. What's that?
I was going to say, when I was at the university, we had like clubs, like Japanese themed clubs, exactly like in a Japanese high school, and
really?
we had to go there. Like it was a necessity. We had to go there, and I was in a manga club, so I was drawing manga.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, and that's why I missed out on a lot of anime actually, because like I was too busy reading or drawing.
See, I'm the
mangas.
opposite. I don't really like. I like comic books, like American comics, or else I did. But now they're all trash, right? But I never really could get into manga. I always wanted to watch anime. But John, do you remember Rainbow Bright, dude? Look at that. Look at this. And then yeah, you're right. Jim and the holograms. This cartoon was so cool,
Oh
man.
my goodness.
Yeah. This was cool, man. I wish I could play the theme song without getting yeeted off of YouTube, man. But yeah, this was great. And then there was Galaxy High. Who remembers Galaxy High, man? This was great. And then, do you remember? Gosh, remember on the group call, I was telling you that there was the one studio that made all those cartoons. And they all made the same songs, you know? This is another one.
Yeah.
Together we were born to be a super future family.
Good.
Bionic 6. Yeah. And of course, like we have
the classic archetypal 80s beat.
So good, man. This is so cool. Yeah, Bionic 6. And then come on, dude.
No.
Who's that
God.
coming from somewhere up in the sky? Yeah, man.
I had these toys, damn it.
Dude, man, this is great. I remember the movie was so scary, like the bad guy or whatever was scary. And then who remembers? No. Yeah, you remember this movie?
Oh yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah, and that little bat thing he had was so scary, man. This guy, like in the theater, he was scary, man. But yeah, this was great, man. So good. Yeah, this was a great one. And then that was Don Bluth. And then the Rats of Nim. This was good too. Oh.
What?
So in the 80s and stuff, you had Disney.
Oh,
but
yeah.
then you had Don Bluth. Don Bluth did American Tail. So he did like Fievel and all of that. But then Don Bluth had a whole string of like really, really, really good animated films. So check them out. Yeah.
I think I actually watched these years ago, but like I can't remember it right now. There's this channel in Germany. Oh yeah, I know this one. I know this one.
Oh, Janet said Fern Gully. No way. Yeah, who remembers that? Fern Gully. Yeah, look at that. This was Don Bluth too, man. Look at this. Yeah, this was awesome, man. Where is stuff like this now?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, all dogs go to heaven. Man, this movie is sad though, man. I remember watching that.
I don't know if a dog dies, I'm out.
Oh, man,
How about the Land Before Time series?
Yeah.
The Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, that movie. Little Toaster. Oh, man. Look at that. Man, oh, man. Ghost of Mars.
Made me
No,
cry.
where's the original? Where's the original Brave Little Toaster? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I recommend though, if all of you guys can, the best cartoon of all time.
Oh, Batman. Yeah, this was awesome. I loved it.
This was all right. In G.I. Joe, they would, you notice in the 80s, they would shoot, they'd have rifles, but they would shoot lasers, right? Because it was deemed to be too violent. Janet says she was watching The Brave Little Toaster when she went into labor with her daughter.
Oh god.
Oh wow.
Oh, what a thing to watch, I guess.
And then it was the brave Janet after that. That's for sure, man. Oh man. Oh man. That's an man.
That's a
I'm gonna
great
go-
fun fact.
All right, hold on, guys. I'm gonna go off on a rant here. Hold on. A birth in 4 cultures. So, if you have a chance, guys, read this book. Okay.
What's this?
So it's a book where these anthropologists looked at childbirth in the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, Holland, Sweden, and United States, and basically they realized that we like trivialize childbirth so much in the United States, right? Like women are basically on their own, right? Because like the hospital just wants you in and out, right? Like they get you in, you give birth, and then they literally like throw you out into the street. You know what I'm saying? Whereas everywhere else that they looked at is so much more like accommodating to women that are pregnant and giving birth. You know, it's absolutely insane. It's such a good book. It's a quick read. So, but this cartoon here, they would actually shoot bullets from their guns and people would get killed. I mean, deleted too. It's crazy. But they actually drew this cartoon on black paper. So the paper that they would use to animate was black and they would draw on black paper. It's great. So yeah, I recommend it. If you haven't seen Batman the Animated Series.
Jameson. Oh god. Did you see what he wrote?
I don't want to get pregnant. Look what Janet said. Yeah, is it in and out like getting an oil change? Yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah, they don't care. So it's absolutely insane. But hold on, we'll do like a few more minutes of this, and I got a jet. Let's see.
George down the hall.
Oh, I will drop the link to the Discord for anyone who wants to join. Feel free to join. We have a lot of fun stuff we talk about over there. Let me see. Where are we here? 1 second, guys. I always forget where the link is. And let me just make this thread first. Let me hit play. Whoops, wrong thing. 1 second, my friends. There it is.
And when that person talked to me,
Whoa. You said your wife was in labor for 20 hours. That is absolutely insane. That is crazy. 20 hours of basically like a baby dancing, doing windmills in her stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Here we go. Here's the link to the Discord, guys. Feel free to join. And yeah.
there's a person. Now, I have other people that I talk to, and for whatever that's worth, and I don't want to bring them into this, but it kept me away from that loneliness that I have when I'm sitting in my house by myself. And
Nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
You feel that lonely feeling, and
dude, join a book club or something like that. Don't go trolling the internet for 13-year-olds. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
Whatever, however that comments itself.
My god. Amazing. Amazing comment.
Yeah, but then it turns around because of this crap, which I understand you made for doing it.
This guy did a really good job remastering this, man. That's for sure.
I don't.
So,
I think
so
there's
you
a
live
need
alone.
there's a need.
Yes, there's a woman in the room. Yes. I'm so glad that one of the detectives is female. I say this every interrogation video, these knuckleheads, all of them, you can guarantee have issues with women. All of them do. You can just tell, right? And the fact that they're in this position and a woman is in a direct authority over them, you know that it's just driving them all crazy.
For people out there, and that need is fulfilled by and law enforcement. By the way, I'm in criminal justice. I'll tell you that. It's the bottom line.
Wait, what?
I don't.
Hold on.
I think there's a need for.
What is
There's
this
a-
attitude? Like,
By the way,
it's
I'm
pissing me off.
Wait, he says
He fulfilled that.
Oh, because he knows law enforcement guys, so he's just letting them know that he knows his way around a law book.
That need.
Hold on.
Yeah, but then it turns around because of this crap, which I understand you need for doing it. I don't. I think there's a need for. There's a need for
Here it
people out there, and that need is fulfilled by and law enforcement. By the way, I'm in criminal justice. I'll tell you that.
I know criminal justice. I just need to tell you that.
No crap, Sherlock.
Come on, dude. What are you doing?
But I am. I you see.
He's gonna give us a civics lesson, Janet, right? Like David Schumacher.
Well, I'm pretty much an academic, so like Inderjeet Singh.
Oh, he's coming down the pipeline soon. I have multiple people requested him, so if you did request Inderjeet Singh, please put that in the Discord under request. And guys, there is a space on the Discord. There's a thread for requests. Just letting you know.
There is a need for people in this society to have a connection with somebody, and I don't care. I don't want that where that connection comes from. I think is crucial, and that's where I got fucked up. But
this they call this word salad, you guys.
Yeah, I have no idea what the question was. I already forgot. It's all
Like
over
I
the
said,
place.
that the decoys. I mean, the detectives might as well not even be there because he's just talking to himself and then realizing, oh wait, there's other people.
don't judge me on that.
I'm not judging you.
Don't judge him, please.
As if that's the thing that they're gonna judge him on.
Yeah.
I know you're not. I know, but eventually I will be. So yeah, and I know that system how it works.
But Jim, I can understand that, when you're feeling lonely and you feel like you have, you're you just live by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you feel that lonely and you go home every night. You're feeling lonely. You talk to Cheyenne
or whoever,
and whoever you're chatting to Cheyenne here. You feel like you can feel. Do you feel like you can feel open to say things?
right? And I don't. And I think it's unfair of the justice systems to condemn me for talking to someone.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the guys. All right. It's the justice system's fault for condemning him for trying to talk to a 13-year-old. Oh, guys. He's a victim of the system, you guys. The revolution will not be televised.
If it's underage, I can understand that.
Oh,
I know that's
no.
where you come in. My relationship that was created with my relationship to Cheyenne was because of the fact that I closed that out.
What?
And I fault you guys with that.
What?
because of the investigations or how you do that, is that person who's making those communications starts to connect with the person, and that connection that you make is not is maybe you would prefer to people is one it's really negative. But with a person like me, it connects. There's somebody who's talking to you, and I don't know. You do what you have to do.
It was all fantasious.
I'm to the point, you know, I'm lonely. I'm not going to get back to my ex-wife. I wouldn't do that anyway.
As if she'd take you back, you knucklehead.
I have people who don't want to talk to me anymore. I don't care. So I have somebody who's Cheyenne who talks to whoever it is, you, whoever is Cheyenne. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, maybe I went over the border, and if I did, that's what I'm paying the price.
So you spend a lot of time chatting?
He said, "Damn it, Jim, you just made me cry." Oh man.
I don't know what a lot of time is.
I guess it's relative to.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, probably a couple hours a day.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. And most of it's not chatting. Most of it's just trying to find someone who wants to talk.
Yeah.
And I think that's a major problem too.
That's
What
a
do you
distinction
generally
without a
talk about?
difference if I've ever heard one.
What's that?
That's a distinction without a difference. If I've heard one.
Cheyenne or other people. Just whatever comes up.
Anything. Music. The wear. You know, really. You know, it really is. I'm trying to. You know, I'm really being honest about that.
Oh, what, Luna? What is?
I thought
What
of this
is
when you
this?
said, "Don't judge me." From Ace Attorney, this anime.
Get that. All right, you guys. You know what? I'm gonna have to shut this down. But we can do the rest of the phone calls, and then the rest of this we'll just do this in parts because it's so long. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. But Luna, Josh, any closing comments at all? Any stories or anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Not really. When you say that, suddenly my mind goes blank. Do I have any stories? Do I have anything to tell?
Hey, Luna, I want to thank you for giving us that story about what happens in those private schools over there in Turkey, because I was talking to a couple of my coworkers about that, and I think that a lot of them who've traveled a lot or who have been to that part of the world have kind of heard that happens. You know what I mean? But they're like, "Wow, we didn't know." So yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Josh, anything to say before we dip out of here?
No, I had a good time. This guy's hilarious, and can't wait to finish this up.
Cool. All right. Well, guys, please, everyone, if you want to be on the next Lauren stream, that'll be Thursday at 3:30. Please let me know in the Discord. We're gonna go over Lauren's interrogation, and then please bring a piece of Lauren lore, a clip or a song or something that's related to him that you want to talk about, and we'll be on the panel and we'll talk more about the king of all knuckleheads. So, all right, you guys, I appreciate you, and I am out of here. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.